Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 73 of Magic and Mostead. We are in a brand new chapter. You guys just finished a pretty harrowing fight with Oliver Blake and definitively killed him. You're kind of knocking down the head.
Ended him. Unmade him, if you will.
You guys are kind of like knocking down people within Evergrey's crew left and right.
Yeah, I had a delay reaction to that. It was one of those, I thought about it later, I'm like, oh crap, we killed the Blake, guys. We killed one of the Blakes.
Yeah. Well, just a reminder for those who are watching, this is still a pre-recorded episode, so if we are not responding to you directly, it's kind of why. Although I'll do my best to be in chat while this video is going live. Again, as I mentioned in the last stream, we have our level 0 human here. And we will have what we call baby breaks. For you guys, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be us just sort of talking and then cutting. And essentially, whenever we have
whenever I run off the screen.
Yeah, someone to feed or put him down or something along those lines, then you know what's happening. We're taking care of the baby. But you guys should not experience any kind of delay. Be cut from the final. So let's begin a quick recap of what happened last time. Our heroes, the 3 griffins, just finished a deadly battle with the undead necromantic follower of Queen Evergrey, Oliver Blake. The vampire slain by our party, a feat not done lightly, as the Barnwell home was in danger, and so were the family members inside. The possible entrapment, oh my goodness, of their close friend Gina Lee, was also in danger. However, after dodging mutated griffin claws, beak attacks, and ghostly scarecrow abominations, Brother Blake dissipated into the wind. The air of tension of worry started to leave our players as life finds a somewhat normalcy. It might be an odd adjustment to our battle-worn heroes, but adjustment happens eventually. We join our party 3 months later. 3 long months have now passed since the incident at the farm, and a lot has happened during our downtime. Certainly, there were moments of rest and relaxation, and those odd days where you'll find that you have nothing to do. So, try to fill your time, whether it's alone or with friends. What's up?
Not to ruin you, but he grabbed the D20, so I wanted to see if he would take it.
Oh, well, yeah. If he rolls it, let me know.
Can you roll?
A sudden mysterious roll. Roll!
Roll.
He rolls and it turns
let
out,
go.
actually, it's not 3 months.
Wait, did I hear
It's like,
oh no or no?
He won't let go.
He won't let go.
Oh.
Let go.
Come on, Caleb, get in the motion room. Let go.
We'll figure it out.
Let go.
Well, our vision pulls away from the continent of Mostead as we watch the spinning globe of blue and green. The marble in space. The globe spins ahead. Time passes as we rocket forward into the continent, back towards the small town that our heroes first met, the newly budding town of Celia. At the base of the mountain to the northeast that surrounds this mountain-based town, still stands tall, overlooking the city like an ever-looking protector. The large trees sway and move as a cool breeze flows in, and the gusts blow a banner that wafts ever so lightly upon a tall pole. On the banner, it reads, "Vote for me, Oscar Mortencio." And the opposite end of the road, another banner sits that reads, "I'm your man, Feck Middledeep." The cool light of the day reflects on the snow upon the ground, giving a nice dull blue coloration, as the sound of 3 pairs of footsteps can be heard. One, large and imposing. The second, metallic and with purpose. And the third, quick, yet almost silent. You all 3 are back where it all started, 3 Griffins. Before the team name, before the major troubles, and before the incredible accomplishments, the streets are now fully fixed, as opposed when you were first here. No longer walking on dirt and gravel paths. As you pass the Welcome Center, You see 2 bowls sitting out with numerous pins inside of them. One of them reading "Vote for me, Feck." Another one saying, "I'm voting for Feck," and another one saying, "I'm voting for Oscar." We find our 3 heroes standing in the city of Cilia, next to these bowls in the Welcome Center. Ahead of you, multiple now fully built buildings and establishments. It looks like the budding town of Cilia is starting to finally catch its heels. What do you guys would like to do?
Well, just because I can, I'm gonna pickpocket both buttons.
Quick handful. You have both. Yeah, you have a handful of both.
Feck is the guy that we had to come back for, right?
Mm.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
I just, in that case, I'll just show you guys. Look. Oh wait, I have a prop.
Oh, she's got a prop.
I just
All
voted.
my buttons are right in front of me.
Oh, hey.
Ah. Who's that other guy?
I don't remember. I don't think we knew who Oscar was, right?
That name
Jeez.
sounds familiar, though, right?
I've never heard of it before.
Sorry. It's a baby bird.
For those who are curious, Oscar was the half-orc mayor when you guys were in town.
Oh, that a-hole. I don't
I
like that
the
dude.
names sound familiar, but I'm like,
Isn't Feck the guy that gave us... He's the one that gave us the spider silk. Or
Apologies, half-elven, not half-orc.
Right.
What was, repeat the question?
Feck gave us the spider silk.
You provided the spider silk to Feck, who then made it into clothing for you. But Oscar was the one who...
way back.
Yeah, well, that's episode 1, where Oscar was the one who hired you all after you saved the villagers when the inn collapsed, and essentially led you guys into the spider's cave.
Semi-trap.
Semi-trap.
And the last thing I remember from that encounter is Rolly getting his axe and slamming it into his desk.
I think that was me.
Oh, was it you? I think, yeah, it was someone who did
I
it.
was pissed.
But
Well, this guy almost killed us. So,
Well, I know who's not getting my vote.
Well, I thought it was that little gremlin guy that was like... That was trying to hurt Savannah or whatever.
I
That,
mean,
like,
who's
was
not
short-
trying to hurt Savannah? Let's be
That
real.
he... I know. That that he shortchanged like the meat or whatever, and that's why we got in trouble. Am I remembering that wrong?
you got that correct. There was the essentially the changeling, the one who was after Savannah for the key in the map. He disguised himself as a dwarf and as the meat man, and shortchanged you guys the meat to provide to the spider. I believe his name was like Axion, which was the spider's name.
Yeah.
And yeah, you nearly died due to that shortchanging.
Which now put it in perspective, oh god.
But within this time frame, as we moved into the future, it has been a year since you guys have met and adventured. And it all crosses your minds that someone, Feck, provided you some discounts, and now it seems fairly trivial in the long run of what you guys have been through and what you guys actually own now. But you did provide word that you would come back in a year and help him beat Oscar in the race.
We can help him. I'm so down. He gave us discounts.
I mean, I don't know how we can help with votes. It's not like we could beat people into submission. Rolly, that is not.
See,
that is
that's
not-
where you're wrong.
No.
I would be happy to help in whatever way I can, whether it's to like go door to door or help him out with like speeches or whatever, regaling his audience of tales of how great of a person he is and how he's so suited to run for office. Yes,
Well, I mean, we know
He
how
helped
to
us.
slander the other one.
absolutely can slander the other one. Whatever. No, nothing is off the table right now.
I feel like, what was his contract with Axion?
The contract, from what you remember, was that once every, I think it was once a month, they would send a wagon full of meat so that Axon can eat and share amongst his or her brew. It was just a spider. I don't think I gave it a gender, but it would provide it against its brew, and in exchange, the messenger may take some of the silk. And because Celia is trying to get known as sort of the premier place to get clothing. It's
Wait, did we kill the spider?
You did not. You ran.
Okay. I was gonna say, oops.
Could we go back in and kill the spider?
Do we need to kill the spider?
No, we don't need to. Leave it alone.
It almost ate us.
Yeah,
Because
but now
almost
we're
did.
screwed with its food if we're being
No,
reasonable.
no. We did not screw with its food. Not us. We should be grabbing the other guy and tossing him and feeding him to the spider, because that's the guy that
mean,
shortchanged the meat, not
we
us.
almost
I mean,
he's dead
I'm
now.
he's dead now, so technically we took care of that.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Well, as you're having this conversation, a soft sound reaches your ears. Something nice, something familiar. And as your eyes start to follow the sound itself and you start to smell something even more as it crosses your nose, cooked meats and dried ale upon wooden floor, as you start to look up and you see a beacon of light against the edge of the cliffside, and it's the ever familiar call of the cliff-covered inn.
Yep.
The inn that started it all, as the sound of merriment and song is like a comforting blanket that hits you all, sitting right there further up the street.
I mean, ale for old time's sake?
And potato skins.
Yes.
I'll be right back. I gotta get him my milk. Nice, he's gonna turn into a barbarian.
I see he also wants to partake in the ale and merriment.
Would you like me to do a big break?
No, you can keep going. I'll be right back. You're just gonna have to hold him.
She's taking the literal walk.
Well, then I know where to start and where to begin. Okay. All right.
Take that pepper. Oh, that's what's soaked.
Okay.
I can hear you from there.
As the door opens, you are once again hit with that warm blast of air. The feeling of fireplace cooked space now exiting out of the cold rushes across your cheek. As once again now the smell more intense. And the light from the candles and the torches and the braziers now fill the room as the light itself becomes bright white and your vision goes into almost like a flashbang. We are now 3 months in the past, before the travel to Celia, a few days after the Barnwell fight and the encounter. Rolly, is there a city or a bar in particular that, besides Celia, that you would feel comfortable drinking alone at?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Because if it isn't in Blenton, where like there's people that I know or past history, drinking alone, I could probably do anywhere. But would I be comfortable?
Would you like to drink at your hometown?
How far after the battle at the home is this?
At this point, we are being a bit liberal with our time, and
Okay.
so we can say that this is either in the beginning, within the beginning of the 3 months, or middle or end. It does not matter. This is just an experience that Rolly has within his 3-month downtime.
Gotcha. Okay, so then I would say, before I undertake my mission, because I do have a mission. I have a mission. After the fight, yes, I need a drink, and I need to drink alone because I need to plan out my next steps. I need to know what am I going to do to keep my family safe? How can I make it so that no one discovers where they are? And just for the audience's knowledge, they figured out where my family lived off of a dream of mine.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out a way to keep them safe, hide them somewhere where I don't even know where they are, to keep them protected. But first, ale.
You find yourself sitting at the bar itself within a bar stool. It's a full-on, joyous night right now. Obviously, not everyone has experienced sort of the hardship you just did so soon from the fight. But, people go along with their lives, and there are couples. There's a couple off to the side drinking together, enjoying their time. There's a couple of men off in the corner who are clearly overdrunk, just completely sloshed, singing drunkenly, "Sarah was never the wealthiest girl," and just sort of arm over themselves and rocking back and forth. It's a full enjoyment of the nightlife and libations, just enjoying the night scene as a bartender comes over to you as you've finished just a regular ale itself. This sort of human blonde hair, big bushy beard that sort of almost comes down into like a neck beard that's also like kind of coming down. This guy grows it big. Sort of a beer gut on his stomach as he sort of waddles back. He's kind of a short man, but he does look up into your eyes and goes, "You finished with your drink?"
No.
You looking to try something new?
Is it strong?
Oh yeah, it's plenty strong. He pulls out a almost like a slip, blows a little bit of the dust, something he looks like he hasn't really been using a lot, and starts to read it. Sort of puts on these little small glasses, so he spectacles, reads it. I got what you need. A big man like you needs something to put a fire in your belly. Literally, yeah? What do you think? What do you say?
I don't know about literally, but figuratively maybe.
We'll make it work. And he turns away and starts to get the ingredients. A group of men off to the side. You feel a tap on your back as one of the drunkards sort of leans over and he goes, "Listen, friend. If he's going to offer you what I think he's going to offer you, I think you better steer clear." And he taps your back. Just advice.
Why do you say that?
Henry, one of my friends, he blew up his cart. Just a burp. It's bad.
Alrighty.
Oh, you're pretty. He steps away and starts to walk and stumble. The bartender returns. Here we go. It's my own brew. I call it the Flamin' Dragon. Has the breath of a red wormling dragon with a mix of bitters, spice, and surprisingly enough, gnomish whiskey. It's pretty good. Puts the drink down, slides it over to you.
I got told to stay away from your drinks.
Hogwash. No one wants to try anything exciting.
Yeah, it had me at whiskey, though.
There you go, a man who knows his liquor.
Alright, bottoms up.
You drink it, and you start to immediately feel that burn as it trickles down your throat. That warm belly sensation as it starts to slowly bubble. You actually start to feel yourself about to burp. As it sort of rises and rises.
And I step outside.
You step outside, and as you burp, a little burst of flame just sort of escapes. Just nothing very long, maybe about 4 inches away from your lips.
Huh. Interesting. I like it.
There you go.
I go back inside.
Do you tell him that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes,
Huh.
I knew you knew your shit. That's right. I have a few other things here that makes use of wyvern breath, and it'd be great to try them. I haven't been making them. No one wants to. But if you're up for it, I'll make you some more drinks.
So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
This is your own recipe?
It was passed down by my grandpappy, down to my dad, down to me.
Alright, let me get a taste for it. Let me have one more.
We fast forward 3 hours into the future, as Rolly has already finished about his weight and his size, about 10 drinks in.
Jesus.
You've gone through the numerous kaleidoscope of colors of dragon breaths, as you burped acid, poison, cold breath, lightning, a little bit of static comes out. Each time a little bit of a giddiness hits your belly as your intoxication starts to increase. It's getting fun now. It's becoming real fun. Your vision actually starts to sway as you start to see almost the bartender in 2 different places, but you're just having a brilliant time. This is exactly what you needed. A little bit of danger and a bunch of alcohol.
Listen, I gotta tell you something.
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about licensing?
I've never touched the stuff.
No, I mean like your drink, right? It passed down generation, and your pappy and the pappy before him, right? So, how do you feel about more people drinking your drink? How do you feel about people from all walks of life enjoying a drink with your family's name on it?
The moment you hiccup, you feel this, though your body is currently in like overdrive, just super warm. You actually feel a bit of sweat starting to trickle down your forehead. The door opens, and it's late at night, so it's nice and cool, and a cool breeze rushes in, brushes the cashier. Oh, I know.
Good sound effect, bro.
And the cool wind brushes against your neck and skin as you look up to him, and you can hear the door of the bar open. The laughing and drinking, the song is a merriment, sort of goes silent for a moment as a bit of the chatter has stopped. Everyone sort of turns. There's a bit of a gasp, and not a gasp, but maybe like, what? Like a bit of curiosity happening. And as you start to turn, I'd like you to roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah, let me put him on his mat.
I don't know what you're talking about. I perform better drunk.
Sure.
Okay, perception.
By the way, this perception is solely if you can see the guy's face.
Okay, good. So that would be 8-10.
A 10. Rolly, you try to open your eyes a bit as the alcohol really starts to set in within your mind. And you can barely catch the shiny silhouette of someone in bright silver and golden armor as they step inside. As your eyes
Oh shit!
narrow in, you narrow your gaze, and the light from the braziers reflects off the man's armor, and you are blinded for a moment. You have to raise your arms to stop the reflection and light sort of passing through your eyes as you're like, ow! The man stands in the middle of the tavern while the laughing from the drunks have stopped. Most of the chatter has. He stands straight, looks around, and through your drunken gaze, he smiles and walks to you. Now, the man is short. Or tall, I should say, but he is about an inch or two shorter than you are, Rolly. Brown, wavy, long hair that goes past his shoulders. He's decked out in full silver plate mail and gold trimmings and a gold-lined breastplate. His gauntlets are finely crafted, and the man looks... he looks a bit of an enigma. It's strange. He's decked out and like he's ready for a fight. However, his armor is either so well kept that it looks like he's never been in a fight before, or he's just that good. He places a hand upon your shoulder and goes,
Whoa.
"Are you all right there, Barnwell?"
Don't you know it's not polite to touch?
Aren't we friends?
I try to gaze closer at him to see if I recognize him.
From this distance, it's Ironside.
Ah! You say you're friends with me? Don't you come here and have a drink with me then?
Sure.
Traffic collision.
What's the house's? He looks to the bartender. What do you recommend? And the bartender literally looks at you and goes, "Honestly, you could probably ask this gentleman. He's had almost everything in the bar."
Give him the licensing special we just had.
Can do.
Those are pretty good.
It takes a moment while the bartender starts to work on that, and you see that you've been surrounded, like drunkards who have been drinking with you on either side. He kind of motions towards one of them, and almost like they agree without even realizing, they get up, move from their space, and he sits down next to you. This man, from what you can tell, commands respect and has a bit of an authority to him. He sits down, goes, Rolly, you've been making such a name for yourself. Rolly, the Eclipse and Lunar Coliseum champion, the furious Fire Sun, and a core member of the heroes known as the Three Griffins. You, my friend, have made a name for yourself.
I haven't seen you since that fight we had at the Coliseum.
It has been a
How
while.
you been?
Oh, plenty busy. Why haven't you replied to my letter, Rolly?
Well, you see Ironside. Ooh, that was a good one. You see, the thing about being an adventurer is that you don't really get to be home much. That was an internal one. That was really good.
Well, I want you to join my tournament, Rolly. I'm not going to make that secret. Imagine it. All the past champions. From all walks of life. From all continents. And locals, too. Meeting together and finding out who officially is the strongest. I have people from Ventir, Rolly. The Domain, the Kingdom, and even from Nomad. Oh, it's going to be fun. Some of them might be simple gladiators. Some might be heroes and adventurers. Who's to say? But at the end of the day, Rolly, I want you there.
That sounds like a awful nice thing you got going on there, Ironside. Sure sounds interesting. Tell me, what you got up for grabs?
Something big is up for grabs. Anything you can wish for. Kind of nudges your shoulder as the metallic, the golden armor, just gold and silver, nudges you. You see his gauntlet reaches into a bag, pulls out what looks to be a crumpled flyer and slams it against your chest. You feel the pressure hit you as it almost shakes you. You're still tipsy a little bit, but it does definitely sort of wake you up and sort of resets your senses. And as you pull the paper down, you look at it and it does say, Ironside's championship fight. And it's happening within 4 months.
Ironside, may I ask you a... Excuse me. May I ask you a question?
He kind of looks you up and down. If you can blurt one out. Sure.
Funny. You wear that armor everywhere?
It's for show. I don't wear it to
It
fight.
looks like it. Looks like it. And I start like showing him some of the scars I have, and I start telling him the stories. Like, you see this? I got this in this fight, and then this one, I fought this other thing, and then that. Oh my God, this one. There's a story behind it.
He kind of laughs a bit, takes the shot, drinks it, and as he's sort of listening to you, you feel almost like the reaction that he would have as the bubble starts to move up his own throat as he reaches over the counter, pulls what looks to be like old-timey like cigarettes in bars, pulls one out, just
That's smart. I should have thought of that.
that bubbles up on you.
That was pretty good. Needless to say, needless to say,
Yeah.
Ironside. Needless to say, my point is, have you ever fought a giant kraken lizard hybrid thing in the ocean that was trying to kill you?
You know, Rolly, I can't say that I have.
You ever fought against something that's like immortal and that can't die through combat?
Rolly, I can't say that I have.
You ever messed with someone who could bring about the end of days with the snap of a finger?
He kind of like narrows his eyes towards you and goes, "Are we talking metaphorically or literally? What's happening here?"
I don't even know what that word means.
He'll tap your back again and goes, "Listen, you've clearly had a lot, and you're enjoying your night, so I'm not going to spoil it, but I'll tell you this much. 4 months' time, the Lorikai Islands, the smaller island of the two in the city of G-Fast. I'd have such an event. I would have such an event without you, but I don't want to. Oh, and a tip from champ to champ. He kind of looks you over, and though you are a physical specimen, he kind of looks you over in almost a judging eye as he goes, I'd start training. You need to get stronger. Taps your shoulder, and you feel almost the weight hit you. And he goes, show me what you can do, friend. Enjoy your night.
I'm gonna say, yeah, you come back to me when you kill a giant kraken, buddy.
Roll me another perception check with disadvantage.
That's another 10.
After you yell, buddy, You realize that time must have stopped in your mind as you were trying to process the words. He's already left. It's been about 5 minutes. You didn't really count the time, and you've been talking to a pole.
Oh, Mr. Paul listens. I just wanted to tell him it wasn't a no, but a maybe.
Rolly, as time passes the next day and you wake up a little hungover, but now no longer fully drunk, his words stick into your mind. Get stronger. What goes through Rolly's mind as that warning sits in?
Easy. Get stronger, he says. Never has he fought any of the machinations of the Blake twins. He hasn't. Get stronger, he says. Never has he had to fight against a fucking lich. He says. Get stronger. Never has he fought against a vampire. So, yes, while there are strong people there, you know I could probably learn a thing or two going down and attending and doing all this, but ultimately, it all depends on what's going on with my mission and, this whole looming threat that we're dealing with, that I could, if he's as strong as he's implying he is, totally could help us out in this.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. But I'm of the opinion maybe he's like a level or two stronger than me in terms of combat because he's been training much, but he doesn't have the same battle experience I do. Because I've fought against shit and, Kraken, vampires, liches, you take your pick. Oh, genies. Genasies. Yes! Have you fought against that, buddy? Huh?
Rolly's arguing as he's sort of slumped into his room right now, just going, fucking guy.
Screaming is actually helping my hangover.
But as the thoughts and the idea of like, well, there is something probably I could still learn. And if I'm going to get strength to almost show him up, a thought crosses your mind of there's only one bag of bones out there who would be willing to help you reach that goal.
God damn it. Here we go again.
We find ourselves within Cleveland City, the large capital where the large white Coliseum, the Eclipse Coliseum, sits. You head to Hannah's place behind the bar, only to find that it's empty. Unsure of where to go, you head to the Coliseum. The large statues of past champions litter the grassy lawn that surrounds the building, and thoughts of how you one day might be immortalized as one of these statues starts to enter your mind.
But more pressing thought. Did this old bag kick the bucket?
Hey, that's a fear that is definitely relevant. The only idea that you might have is maybe in the Coliseum. Who knows? As you start to head towards the gladiatorial entrance where all the gladiators go to off to the side, you hear a scream across the lawn as the sound of footsteps starts to run in your direction. Rolly! I haven't seen you in forever! As you turn to the left and you see a small human woman, light brown hair, with an that has been almost manically done in a bun, with numerous strands sticking out. Betty Ubi.
Oh God, run!
Is that what you do?
Yes.
She starts running after you.
I run faster.
She goes, Rolly, wait, did you get my letters I wrote for you?
I dash.
You could see behind you as you're running and you're actually getting some distance away from her. You can hear another pair of footsteps running along behind her. And you look behind you and you can see what looks to be a security guard running, and you can hear him go, Hey, the owner said that you're not allowed here anymore. And you just, this whole, just around until finally you break eyesight. The only thing,
thank God.
The only thing you hear before she loses sight with you is, I'll find you, Rolly. I'll find you.
No, you won't.
You quickly duck into the entrance, following the floor as it curves down and underneath the stadium and back above, curving over. And you find yourself within the locker and waiting space, the locker room, where you can see the bars that allow you to see past into the fighting pit. It's an off day. There's not a show happening right now, so any fights that are happening are all for training. You know this. There to the side, leaning against the bars, yelling at whoever might be out there, is now the green, grayish skin of an old half-orc woman. White hair, wrinkles, but still a fairly large person in her own right for someone who, in her equivalent, is about hitting her late 70s.
Under my breath. God damn it.
She looks over to you and gives a smile. Well, Rolly. Boy, you're still the tallest sack of shit I've ever seen.
You know, I went to your house. No one was there. Gotta admit, I felt the smallest shiver of sunshine. The old bag is dead. Finally, I'm free.
You're not gonna get rid of me that easy. Fuck you.
That's the problem. How you been, you old bag?
Oh, I've been all right. Definitely using my mind and my voice more than my body as of late, but staying away from the drink. It's helping me wonders.
Oh, hell did freeze over.
Yeah. Well, now my new vice is, well, company.
Ah, crap.
I mean, listen, if you're working alongside these built gladiators your entire life, you get some connections.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying, hey, if I can't get it, I'm gonna pay for it. You know, I make good money. Fuck it, why not?
I start kind of heaving a little bit. Just.
Yeah. Go ahead and heave it up. Fuck you.
I did not need that. That is not what I needed this morning. Oh, God.
Well, what brings you back? We're not having a competition.
Oh, I got to talk to you. Gotta chat you up. Clearly, you're not doing anything.
Oh, am I? And she kind of leans over, and you see what looks like to be Harvey and Rita as they're currently sparring with each other, but they're like in the middle of the Coliseum, so they're not overhearing the fight. Or the conversation, I should say. They're in mid-fight.
Mm-hmm. I said what I said.
Oh, they've been getting better. All right. And this is me we're talking about. I'm training them. Look how you turned
I
out.
believe it.
Pretty
Yeah.
good. It's at least
I go
50%
through, like-
me. He sort of pokes your stomach.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I gave her the spiel like of the latest conquests and things that things that I haven't already told her, and I'm like, hey, because of you, I killed a fucking vampire.
Holy shit.
Not just any vampire. There's a fucked up one.
Like a big fucking scary vampire?
Like hundreds of years old.
That's a
one.
fucking old vampire.
Dude, you
That's pretty damn fucking good. I'm gonna put that on my resume.
fucking raps, dude.
Oh man. I
Amazing.
should really charge more.
I'll pay you more.
I'll take it. I'll take your money. Well, you looking to train? You looking to get stronger or something?
Yeah. So, kill the vampire. Now we got to kill something stronger.
Ooh.
Worse. Yeah.
Hmm.
You ever heard of a lich?
I mean, stories when I was a kid. You know.
They're fucking real.
Well, I mean, I know they're real, but it's not like you would ever run into. It's like a 1,000,000 to 1, right? Oh, of course. Well, could you stop magnetizing yourself around trouble? Speaking of which, I hope you didn't have any trouble getting in here. Seems like an ex-employee really vandalized your locker. We had to replace it.
Speaking of said ex-employee, yeah, that was that nice bundle of fun back there. I just ran from.
Oh, she's still here. I thought she left town.
Yeah. I don't know how to let her down gently, and even if I tried, I'm not sure she would get the hint.
No, you never stuck your dick in that, right?
I have standards, okay?
Attaboy. I don't.
I have standards. Clearly.
Oh boy. Well, if you're gonna fight a lich, well then you're gonna really need to focus. Yeah?
Yeah, and there's another thing. That's the main thing. Kill the lich so that the lich can not kill you. Right? That's kind of the thing.
Sure. Wait, are they after me?
I mean everything. Yeah, you ever realize you have so much power that the entire world is your plaything? That's kind of what we're talking about here.
Oh yeah, all the time. I know what that feels like.
No, you don't.
You don't know my younger. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
What else? So that's the big one. That's the big fish. You're fighting another fish or what?
Fish. Yeah. I got approached by Ironside.
Ironside. Oh fuck. I've only seen that. That's the only man I've seen who has a perfect record. No.
That cocky bastard came to me in the dead of night while I was enjoying some great goddamn whiskey in his stupid, flashy bullshit armor that he must polish for hours on end every goddamn hour of every goddamn day.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Ugh.
Well,
has the nerve to tell me to get stronger. Me!
He's got a perfect record, Rolly, and I'm gonna be quite honest. You know, he's got a pretty face, but he hits like a fucking stone giant. So, let's see here.
So then I just need to hit back with whatever's bigger than the stone giant.
I like that. Hold that thought. She smacks her hand into the bar. The bar rings true, and she goes, Harvey! Rita! Enough! Pull away. You got a new fight. Hey. Get your ass in there. I'm gonna put some rules on you.
How far is the jump to the center?
About 30 feet.
Alright, jump it. You'll have to tell me twice! Boom!
And you actually see the dust within the Colosseum create a large, like, donut circle. Pull away, and you see there a bit older, a little bit more ragged looking Harvey. The brown hair now fully put into a tight bun, as his tattoos, now numerous new tattoos across his chest. And you see Rita, who currently is wearing like this tight red outfit with what you could see is like her legs almost like cut off at the calves, and wearing almost like these light shoes as she's like getting ready. She instantly, from like this serious face, switches from a happy, and she goes, "Hi, Rolly."
As this is all happening, I pull my axe and say, "Ready yourselves."
Hold yourself there, cowboy. Now, we're gonna have a bit of rules here. You gotta focus on some core muscles, Barnwell, if you're gonna take on Ironside. And it looks like, if she says that, the only one who reacts is Harvey, who goes, Ironside? What the fuck does that mean? Wait, you're fighting Ironside?
Some shit has changed, right?
What the fuck is... He hasn't lost a fight.
He will.
Alright, cool. And wait, what are we doing? Hannah! She goes, don't worry. You're gonna help him. We gotta focus on some core muscles, some survivability. So, have a challenge for you, Rolly.
Wait, survivability?
Oh yeah.
Didn't I just tell you I survived a 6th floor drop?
And?
I just told you that!
Oh, woe is me. I didn't know your past accomplishments mean that you're going to be so good in the future. Well, maybe you should stop now. Why don't you go ahead and go get yourself some pastries and maybe eat some desserts? You're hit the peak performance, haven't you, Barnwell?
You know what, maybe I will!
Yeah, maybe you should retire. Maybe you fight him there when you're all fat and bothered, huh? Fuck you, shut up and hit your head down. So here's the challenge that Hannah has for you.
Oh,
is both Rita and Harvey are going to go one full round to attack you. They're going to land every hit because you're going to allow them to. She's going to tell you you're going to take it. The goal is this. If you are dealt more than 50 points of damage on their attacks, you fail. In total, in this one round. If you get stunned, you fail. So, you have one action and one bonus action to prep yourself.
One action and one bonus action, you say?
To prep yourself, yes.
Alrighty. Well then. One moment, please. Okay, Well, that's not gonna help me at all. That's unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna be very, very clear. I don't have anything against stun, so fun times. Alright. As an action, what can I do as an action? You know, just for shits and giggles, as an action, I am going to activate the Talker's Blade.
Okay, you slam the stone in. The blade is also sort of reverberate with vibration. That's your action.
And a bonus action, Rage.
You're gonna rage. Here we go. So, you look to Harvey and Rita as they both square flanking you from left to right. You just hear under his breath Harvey go, "Are you ready? Which one you want first?"
Both of you.
Okay. You see Harvey go into a stance, and with almost like lightning speed, a fist rockets forward, and as you look to your right, you see Rita lean back her leg, almost sliding against the dirt, and a foot goes into a roundhouse kick. So, as I mentioned before, they're all going to hit because Hannah's instructed you to take it. So, let's see here. Do I have my dice ready? I do. So that is going to be 16 points of damage from both the punch and the kick. That's reduced to half. You take 8. And I need you to make me 2 con saves. Since you're raging, I believe you have... No, that's for strength. So you must make 2 con saves.
Okay. Do any of those con saves make me go prone?
No. They are putting stunning strike on their attacks.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, that is going to be... What's my con? For the first one, I don't know. Do you want me to order which one?
Doesn't matter.
Or does it matter? Okay. 20... 23 for the first one.
Succeeds.
And the second one is going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 succeeds. You feel the knuckle of Harvey almost wrench out as he almost reaches and strikes a nerve within your throat. But due to the muscle mass you have there, it doesn't hit the nerve that it was aiming for as he pulls away. As a kick happens, you block with your arm, but immediately the kick and foot find underneath your arm itself, sort of hitting where your underarm is, and you feel it. Both of them are hitting vital points, but you're able to shrug it off. So that's 8 points of damage total. Second attack, because they are monks at this particular level, they can do 2 attacks in a round. Alright, that's going to be... is going to be 24 divided by half. You take 12. So just remind you, Rolly, if you take more than 50 points of damage in this round, you fail. So you're at 20. Make 2.
I am keeping track.
Make 2 more con saves.
That's a dirty 20.
Succeeds.
Second one. Oof. That's not going to succeed. That is a 11.
11. You stun. You see that Harvey, with the help of Rita, she sweeps the leg. You feel the damage hit your knee as you buckle down a little bit, and as you reach down, he grabs your arm, lifts it up, and hits right underneath where your lungs would be, just where your diaphragm, and you immediately feel that pressure almost going through your veins, and you drop. As you fall to the ground, Hannah laughs, comes over to you, grabs you by the hair, and goes, I thought you had more. Seriously. 4 hits? That's it?
I mean, I wasn't prepared for that.
She lets go of your head and goes, well, I told you a full round, so they're not done yet. Continue! And she turns around, and for the next full few hours, you just get pummeled by 2 monks, both just trying to bring you down and stun you as much as they can. So, unfortunately, because you did fail this mission, you don't get the full benefit, but because you've been training, even though you're at 20 strength, your strength goes up by 1.
Oh, shit.
You have a 21 strength.
Woo!
Only.
Oh my.
Our vision pulls away from Rolly as you are currently battling it out with 2 monks, getting stronger, feeling that survivability, getting more and more as you feel now your muscles almost being targeted like an athlete. You are targeting these muscles, which is not something you would normally do in the wild nature of adventuring. As we pull back, let me see here. Vera, during your time off, an urge to rekindle and reconnect with a loved one hits you hard. Or do you want me to do you, or you want to skip you?
No,
for
you
now?
can do. Okay. I'm just laughing because he's talking in the background. Like when Rolly won, it sounded like he went, yeah.
The urge to reconnect with a loved one hits you hard. You know where to find him. The warm air of Isenby passes by your cheeks as the morning light shines upon your armor. You find yourself stopped at the entrance of the castle by a few guards. Sorry, miss. We're going to have to stop you there. All right, do you have an appointment with the crown?
I mean, I married part of it. Uthiel Kane's wife.
Oh, Kane's wife? Yeah, I remember you. You're the friends with the Barnwell folk, you know, the gladiator and then the cat one, yeah?
The cat one. I really gotta think of a better nickname for her than the cat one, but yeah.
Oh, cool. She kind of reaches into his pack and unveils a bit of a scroll that has Rolly's signature, something that he signed back when he was here in the castle. He goes, yeah, no, I got it here. It's great. I could thank him if you ever see him again.
I'll try and remember.
Kane, that's the other one sort of speaks up. Harold, that's the one with the investigation, yeah? Oh, yeah, no, that's right. Well, just because she's married to the bloke doesn't mean that she... No disrespect, ma'am. She has full free reign, alright? Listen, you may pass, but you're not allowed on to the actual castle itself. Alright? You're permitted to go on the grounds and the garden. Besides, you'll find your bow there. Somewhere here in the fields.
I go look in the garden. She doesn't feel like picking a fight, even though they literally had to go take the Queen's Scroll all the way over there and stop a war. I feel it. Thanks you, Caleb, for emoting for me. He went
against the white walls of the castle as the warm breeze hits you and the sound finds its way or the breeze of the sound finds its way into the lush garden below. You can see transparent animal spirits walking about, relaxing and hanging out with their handlers. I would like you to make a perception check.
Sorry.
Ah,
I don't think they can hear him. That's the thing.
I think he's getting picked up.
Let me see what my modifier is. I think it's
Occasionally he
plus
does.
10.
Yeah.
27.
27. Something calls to you, Vera. Not inside the castle, more like a soft connection between you and another. A soul that has called you patron, and to be honest, way much more. As you walk the green grass, you near the west side where you can hear the sound of digging. And there, off to the side, black work pants covered in dirt, fully bare-chested with small lines and splats of dirt across his chest and arms, is your husband, currently digging a hole within the garden, and there are numerous pots and flowers off to the side ready to be planted. He doesn't see you right now, as he currently grabs the spade and the shovel, slams it into the actual worked dirt, wipes his brow, breathes heavily, and blinks a bit, grabs it again, and starts to dig again.
Can I face step in front of him?
You can.
She is about being a little bit of a pain in the butt when she can.
What color flowers appear as you fave in front?
I'm gonna say yellow.
Yellow? Okay, so you're in that mood right now.
Yeah.
It's like golden hair. As you peer, he grabs the shovel quickly, almost like as a weapon, and then immediately starts to recognize the energy. And as you start to fully form, he drops the shovel and grabs and gives you a big hug. Already you can feel sort of like the dirt now collecting onto you.
So, Royal General, and they have you digging holes?
No, I'm...
Or is this just your lunch break?
Listen, no, it's not like that. It's... I'm trying to think here. The gardener, he wasn't... At least the guy, one of the staff hands, wasn't feeling well. So, thought I'd cut him a break.
That's nice of you.
Well, we got time.
How do you have time? I thought you were doing an investigation.
I mean, the investigation's over. We figured out what happened. You guys broke the case wide open. Do you mind helping me?
Yeah, why not?
Roll me a nature check.
I don't know what my nature is. I don't think it's that great. Hold on. Need your good luck, Caleb. Oh, that was not good luck. 12.
Your side, so you start to work together, sort of like this nice moment underneath the sun, and your side looks like it needs to be redone. He kind of stands above the sort of the pit and sort of looks at your side and his side right next to you and kind of gives you a face like, I'm not going to say it, but I think you know what I'm thinking.
I don't dig holes. Apparently I fight liches.
It's fine. No, the investigation's over. When that ended, I had some time and I was able to turn my attention to Edgar.
God, you didn't bury him in a hole, did you?
No,
that's gonna make this way
that's
harder.
not what this is.
Oh, okay.
Wow. No, I was able to work it out with the crown, and we hired a cleric to revive him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anybody I know?
Well, not that I'm aware. I don't think. It's some sort of random person. I don't think you know them, but I had to do something in exchange.
What'd you have to do?
Well, in about 3 to 4 weeks' time, a lot of the generals who went off to war to fight the domain, they'll be coming back soon. You know, they don't teleporate like we did. You know, they're actually walking. So once they arrive, I'm instructed to debrief them. So I have time.
That's it?
Yeah, well, for now, I'm kind of on a work case-by-case basis right now with the crown.
How's your mom?
I've been sending her letters. She's doing fine. You know, him and dad or her and dad are doing all right.
Good to know. So, piece of information you may want to know. Oliver Blake's kind of dead. We kind of killed him.
That's good news, right? I mean, he won't be hurting anyone anymore.
Yeah, the thing was he was going to do his normal I step into a portal and run the hell away because that's what the Blake twins are good at. His sister, got rid of the portal and let us kill him. That's the only reason why we got him.
Wait, they're siblings though, yeah?
She didn't care.
That's harsh.
Yeah, but when we go up against her, I'm wondering how hard that's really going to be. She didn't give a shit about her brother.
You hear from one of the walls where there is currently a patrol happening. Oi, Kane! You having fun there in the dirt? You see Uthio look up and go, Yeah, sure, John. Yeah, I'm having fun. Asshole.
Oh, so you don't like everybody. That's amazing.
I'm learning that some people are starting to rub me the wrong way. It's not that I like everyone, it's just that I tolerate everyone. They at least deserve that.
I think I'm going to hand them to you. I don't know. No, I don't tolerate everybody, Uziel. You already know that. I don't tolerate the plagues. I don't tolerate that little shit that made the wand. He's an idiot. I guess there's only a handful of people I don't actually tolerate.
Well, I mean, that's less tolerating, and that's more of having to. Listen, I've had to fight people, who are in a worse word sort of ne'er-do-wells. So I totally get it. There's jobs that you need to finish, and that's not really toleration. That's more of completing what needs to be done. I mean, people like them or him.
Well, I thought about being an asshole back, but I didn't because I didn't want to get in trouble.
No. Well, at first I appreciate that.
That real hard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have 3 to 4 weeks. Sort of grabs the towel, starts to wipe himself a little bit.
Bless you.
I would invite you to my quarters, but I kind of gave him up.
Wait, you haven't been staying at the house?
No, I don't. We don't have the house anymore.
Yeah, you do.
What do you mean?
I bought your mom and your dad a house, and we were gonna pay. We paid her for her house, and therefore you should have been living in it this whole time.
No one told me that.
Oh. I thought your mom would tell you.
No, I mean, she's been away.
She moved out.
She did move out. I thought that was done and over with.
No, that is our house.
Oh, wow. He kind of motions towards the end of the yard where you do see it looks like to be a small barracks station where multiple people have to sleep in the area, and he goes, "I've been living there." I mean, I listen. I had a room up in the castle, but at least for the time being, I've given it up.
Who'd you give that up to? Oh, Edgar.
Yeah, he's currently resting there.
How is he?
He's fine. I'm still a bit exhausted from the whole experience, but he's, Edgar, he's kind of a firecracker, so he's still in high spirits.
I really need to stop killing my friends. Something that never gets old.
I think it just goes with the job now.
I know, but he didn't really have to be there. He just went because I asked for his help.
He wanted to help. It's fine. You don't have to blame yourself. We all know what we got into when we joined, the kingdom and the military. We fight for what we think is right.
I don't think you ever predicted your boss was going to serve a lich, and we're still cleaning up that mess.
Right. Well, her room and her barracks have been left empty for now, and
nobody needs to go in there unless they want the heebie-jeebies.
They're trying to find someone to fill her shoes. So
I thought they were going to ask you.
There's been rumors, but I haven't been officially asked. Just sort of odd talks here and there. I don't know.
Are you going to take it if they ask?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Well, I mean, I like being down there. kind of motions towards sort of the bottom layer of the city. I like being amongst the people. And sure, there's plenty of stuff I can do here. But, you know, just it's better this way.
1 second. Okay, baby's still alive. All right.
I don't know. Maybe I will take it. It's hard to say.
I guess we never had this conversation, but it's really weird how the shoe dropped, huh?
What do you mean?
I mean, when I met you, I was studying, quote unquote, and could do magic, yeah, but nothing like what I can do now, and now I'm the one that's gone all the time.
Oh. Well, I mean, I know you're... It's strange. Even while you're gone, I can still feel that connection. And he sort of raises a hand and a small light spell appears.
Well, that and the gift Gina Lee gave us.
Yeah. I don't know, it's nice. Hey, how's your day? Do you have anything you're doing today?
I mean, as long as nothing tries to kill me, I'm free.
So there was this clergyman that I met last night, and he wanted help moving sort of a statue into some barracks where he's living currently. I offered to help him if he wanted to come by or join me. You know, that'd be...
How big is... How big is the statue?
Oh, not that big. I mean, honestly, there was two of these sort of clergymen who were moving a statue of Joaquin, and they were doing it just fine, but they'd been traveling for a while. I saw them sort of struggling, and I offered to help.
Doesn't that sound familiar? Like, haven't we ran into those types of people?
You have. You actually, it was one of those blessings. Joaquin is the sort of the goddess of, like, trade. And there was a moment where you guys, they asked for donations, you donated, and Joaquin blessed you with double your money.
Oh. Wonder if it's the same guys.
I mean, hey, you're the one traveling.
Yeah, one day I gotta stop doing that.
I'm gonna go wash up. So
yeah, I don't think... am I supposed to fix my side, or how am I supposed to do that?
No. Boy, you really did a number. I'll really have to fix that later. I think I'm gonna go let Lila out. Maybe if she just like rolls on it. I can't lift her anymore, I think, at this point. I feel like that's gonna do worse to the flowers.
I know, but she likes to roll around in like the dirt. She gets stuck in that thing all day.
Sure.
How big is Lila now?
I mean, she's as big as a fully grown bear.
Can you tell them not to shoot the bear when they see her in the garden?
Maybe you shouldn't bring her out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I put her back in the car.
He brings you over to the barracks, and it's kind of sparse right now. It's a little bit empty. There's not a lot of people in there. But it is like one of those things where you walk in, there's like an entrance space. Off to the side, there are just a row of beds, almost like a bunk bed style. And there's like a shower area where one can wash themselves, and there's like a kitchen space where people can, eat and have their breaks. There's really no one here, but Uthio rushes to the showers and starts to get clean and wash. And you can hang out for a bit if you wish.
Now I let her out.
She starts to knock over chairs and tables, and starts to immediately go towards whatever the equivalent of is like where they have their dried meats.
I'm gonna have to reimburse him for that. That's alright. He didn't want you in the dirt, so this is what happens.
You hear from the cleaning space. Is there what's happening over there?
Nothing.
Okay.
I think I'm trying to like get her out from a cabinet and her head's stuck.
Yeah, she's like you're pulling her and she's like,
You've had way better than like beef jerky. What the? Come on.
You pull her away, and within her mouth, what looks to be like a large slab of meat, like dried meat.
Never mind, just eat it. I'll give him money.
Several minutes go by as Uthio finally emerges clean fully dressed, as he's like, "What happened? What happened here?"
I think you just see Lila behind Vera.
Oh God.
I owe you some money for. I have money for
Yeah, you know what?
meat.
Here.
And maybe like a cabinet door she may have eaten.
He grabs like a cup and he's like, "Just put whatever you have in here. I'll write a little note saying it's for repairs. We can leave. Let's go."
I put 50 gold in the little cup. That should be more than enough.
Oh yeah, that's plenty.
All right. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're doing the clear. Well, see, she could help.
Yeah, sure. You take off. You move further down into the lower levels, into sort of the residential space.
He knocked
Oh,
out.
he fell asleep.
I was like, why is it so quiet?
Aww.
You walk into the residential space. Where a bunch of like these second story houses are. Small parks sort of break up the space as trees and flowers scatter the actual walkways. And as you're having sort of this quiet, nice moment, Uthiel turns to you and goes, I feel like I'm being selfish, but are we okay?
How are you being selfish? If anybody's selfish, I think it's me. Like, you never see me, and the last time you seen me, I almost died.
I know, but I mean, it would be easier if I was to make myself available, and I'm taking on these, jobs with the crown. And I know what you're doing is almost needed. So I'm not thinking of you being selfish. I thought I was being selfish.
No, you do what makes you happy. I'm just seeing this through, I think, at this point. Because if I were to come sit here and play wife, I don't think I'd be happy knowing what she's doing. So I think our group talked about that, where it's just like, yeah, we could go home, we could be with our families, but when all hell breaks loose, we would have done nothing to stop it. So what's the point? As sad as that is. But, we're the only ones that kind of know anything. Obviously we got authorities involved in things now, but if you were somebody off the street and you seen like hell being unleashed, you wouldn't know what to do. You just run for your life. We're trying to prevent that.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Besides, you being here has actually been pretty useful to us in certain occasions.
Well, is that what I am?
Useful? Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Well, I guess that kind of bodes the question. After this, what kind of life do you want?
I don't know. I don't want to. Don't even tell my dad if I decide to settle down, because then he's going to be like, why don't you come run the Susan's Bounty, and I'm going to drive myself nuts.
I want to be with you and our friends. It sounds funny, but I want to learn how to cook.
That is weird. You and Rolly, what the hell is that about?
I have a reason. I don't know about Rolly.
Rolly eats like a bear. As she looks at Lila. And so maybe he's just trying to help like prep, so we're not always going through like trying to find the next meal type of thing. You, that's different.
Well, it's time to learn new things. Tell you what, when all said is done with the whole Evergrey business, promise me we'll find some time and we'll take a cooking class.
I'll try not to blow anything up.
You're not that bad, are you?
Oh no. I don't think I've really tried.
Okay, all right.
I can summon food. That's done.
Seems like cheating. I think let's maybe less magic and keep it more of a skilled thing.
It costs like 1,000 gold to do it each time. How is that cheating?
How much money do you make?
Oh. Enough? I don't know.
Well, I think he should. I think around this corner. I think this is where we're supposed to meet him. You guys start to continue walking, turning a corner where you see the buildings themselves stop, and you are led into what looks to be a giant park area in the middle of a bunch of residential spaces. And as you continue going into the park, it's a beautiful scene where the trees and the canopy give small beams of light that just almost barely cut through. And as you start to get closer and closer, you see numerous people. It looks like a crowd of people collectively within where there's like a sitting area. They all turn around with bright faces and happy smiles. And there, sitting within the park area is Amber, Torres, Thomas, and Edgar, who is currently within a primitive wheelchair. As there are like string decorations running from oak tree to oak tree. There's food laid out, and champagne and music is being played from two bards on the right. Uthiel grabs your hands and goes, I figured we can have a nice day with friends.
I thought we were literally helping somebody move a heavy statue.
Well, I mean, I'm getting better at making things surprised for you. You know, it's hard to do that. You're very perceptive.
Well, I know that moving a statue literally sounds like something you'd agree to and think it's fun.
I did it yesterday. It's fine.
Okay.
And you end up having a wonderful day, sort of like, you know, there's day drinking happening, a little bit of it. Food and stories are being passed off. And you guys enjoy your day and evening with each other. As the sun starts to set and the lights start to go up, Uthiel snaps his fingers, and with the magic gifted by you as his patron, small globes of light start to illuminate across the strings, giving the park a nice illumination. Amber with his wife is there, who currently chat you up, sort of crossing stories of being married. Torres can't help but be handsy with you, moving you and pushing you aside, calling you names and playing with you a bit. Just all in good fun. Thomas, definitely sort of the shy one of the party, but has come out of his shell a little bit, more or less enjoying the food and the drink. And when you do sort of come up to him, he kind of like hesitates for a moment, but then sort of gets into the conversation as you all start to dance a bit, as a sort of a jovial moment happens. And finally, Edgar, who even in his sort of exhausted state, currently in a primitive wheelchair, still can't help but laugh and smile and enjoy his time with you all. He does assure you that he's getting better. It's just the way the magic was done left him exhausted.
Can I like greater restoration him to remove one of those points?
Yeah.
I think that's how that works. I'm assuming that's what was done to him.
As you cast the spell, you see immediately that his breath comes back to him. His face, which was sort of a bit dulled out, a little bit pale, comes back a little bit more pinkish hue, as he kind of gives a brighter smile, puts a hand to your chest and goes, welcome to the trip.
You saying that just because I wear the armor, or because I get to fight with you guys now?
You can fight with us whenever you fucking want to. But I'd rather you didn't.
It's nice to have a break. Normally I fight things that try to kill me on a daily basis, and I don't... It's not fun all the time.
You feel something cold trickle down your back.
Why do I feel like that was Torres?
You look back and Torres has spilled her... well, not spilled, more or less done in purpose, her champagne down your back, and goes, come on! Move your ass.
You know, I don't have salve here.
He grabs your...
get the rock.
She
get
grabs
this out of my crack.
She grabs your arm and spins you around, and you start to have a bit of a dance as the bards play into the night. Our minds then pull back, and we start to rush into a space now. Let me check something real quick. Okay. We rush forward as the feeling Savannah, that you get leaves your body as you feel that that same sickly feeling you get when you go through the Raven's Claw teleporter hits your throat as you have to almost swallow hard to keep the food down as you find yourself in the Nexus. The cave-like city now sparkles with torchlight as several Kenku currently are signing off tasks, writing down what their intention was and what they're trying to do, training amongst themselves, and overall trying to be useful within their muted state. The sound of muffled feathers and the occasional call of a raven is broken up by the muddled sounds of discussion further within the old study of your Richards area. As you follow the sounds, you see Morgana, the half-elven woman, Leon of Akoda, Krito, the dwarven man of Glixen Beach, Victoria, the half-orc woman of Varsal, and of course Leon, as they're currently having a discussion with the voice themselves. Roll me a stealth check.
That's going to be an 18.
18. You overhear them talking. Victoria goes, "So, what's the status?" Krito goes, "Well, about 50% of the kingdom has been searched, and we've been at it for weeks. So our members are barely getting paid for this, so we need to find a better solution." Leon kind of rolls his neck a bit and rubs the back of his shoulders and goes, "Yeah, I agree. What about you, Ghana? Any luck in the domain?" Morgana sort of looks to him and goes, "Well, somewhat. We were able to trail a few Genesis members to some hideout to the north of Trand. It seemed there was some sort of unrelated incident within the Color of Survival. We're still hashing out the details, but we were able to stop any sort of advancement made on their part." Leon kind of scratches his chin. All right. And they continue having their discussion. Would you like to interrupt them in a certain way?
I'm going to slide up beside Leon and see how long it takes him to notice I'm standing right next to him.
Roll. He rubs his chin, goes, "Well, I mean, one of us is going to have to go check it out, at least. Just to make sure that we get a full detail." At this point, you've been standing behind him. All the other members turn and look at you. Stone face, don't say a word. Look back to him as he kind of...
I just go in his ear. What are we talking about?
Jesus Christ! Sav! And you see his hands already like at his hip pulling something, and he's like, slides it back in. He's like, fuck.
No, but really, what are we talking about?
Morgana, the half-elven woman, kind of goes, "Well, there was a incident in Trand, and we're deciding what to do about it."
Incident?
Yeah, there was an incident. Jesus Christ, my heart almost pulled out. Well, first of all, it's good to see you, Sav. We don't have any active tasks for you. What brings you in?
So for the one of the rare moments, I don't have anything to do, so I came to see what can I do. Hi.
You see all the members almost like give a sigh of relief as, yeah, that feeling almost mirrors on their face. Leon puts his hands on his shoulders and goes, "You know what? Actually, I could use your help. The rest of us are a bit busy on our own little stations, but this is clearly a mission for two. I would be happy to have you along if you want to."
Wait. The last time I worked with you, I got abandoned.
It won't happen again.
Why don't I believe you?
Because you have trust problems.
That's beside the point. Why don't I believe you?
Come on, for old time's sake.
Why do I put up with you? What are we doing?
Well, we're going to Trant. We're going to figure out what happened here. Apparently there was some sort of incident that happened at the Color Survival building. Simple. information gathering. We've done this a million times. We just find out, report it, record it, and we'll decide what to do afterwards. Simple in and out.
Can do.
Sounds fun. Let's see here. He kind of looks back at the rest of the voice and looks to you guys and goes, you know, you and your friends have done a lot for the guild. And I'll be honest, you've advanced more quickly than any member I've ever seen. So we've been talking, and even with Richard's approval, you see the smile of almost a bit of a mischievous smile across his face, and he goes, you know what? Tell you what, let's walk and talk, yeah?
I don't like that look on your face.
It's fine.
No, whenever that look I see that look, something's about to happen. And a lot of times I end up in some type of trouble, so what?
That's our game. That's what we do. You head back to the Nexus, and you feel that feeling hit you as you arrive in Owlrack, right below the Books and Brew. Let's see here.
Look, I'm home. Or temp home.
Yeah. And as you open the door, you look down and you see your breath hang in the air as the cold, frigid temperature catches, and Leon has to throw a scarf over his neck to keep warm. Not someone who's used to the cold, frigid air as you are now. All right, come on. We gotta travel south. It's gonna be about 2 days travel to get there to Trand. So hopefully you're ready to travel the snow.
It's not the first time. It's 2 days travel. Well, wait. I can shorten this. And pull out carpet.
You pull the carpet out. He immediately kind of gives an eye. He goes,
Hasn't he been on the carpet before?
I don't think he has.
I thought he did.
I thought he did when we were on the island.
Oh,
No?
he was on the island. Yeah, well, then his reactions would be totally different. He's gonna be like, right, carpet. Oh, this is gonna be way easier. Hey, you have it. Let's use it. You jump into the
Are
carpet.
you gonna make me roll for it? Just
Nah.
no. Okay.
This is all story right now. You jump into the carpet, and the carpet takes off into the air. You start to see the frozen lake north of Owlrack as you see the snow almost reflecting the sunlight as a small flurry starts to flitter down into this ground below. The city itself gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as you head further up into the sky and then south. You continue on and you pass by what looks to be a long river, and there you see a small circular dot. These clear signs of a circular lake, and as the carpet starts to go down with Leon's instructions, you land into the city of Trand. So welcome to the city of Trand. The sun from the sky lights a small lake to the west surrounding a very condensed city with random empty spaces for parks and statues. These standard rectangular buildings on the outside of the city slowly start to become odd and shapened, almost like art pieces, as you continue going further and further into the center of the city. There are art and paintings everywhere on almost every side of the building, graffiti as wide as you can see. Just a full-on expression of artistic self is thriving within the city. It's brightly colors of purples and greens and blues and reds and yellows. It is just a splattering of a rainbow here in the city. The roads themselves brick laid and just makes a great orange and rustic contrast to the white walls that have been painted upon. It is a beautiful city with what you can see almost semi-high rich individuals who live here. It is a beacon of color, and as you pass a small park, you can see a statue made up of entirely copper pieces, welded together to the shape of a stick body of a man who's currently reaching up to the gods with a plaque that reads, begging for mortality. Leon just sort of rolls his eyes and goes, "Artists."
I mean, it's pretty, but
What does it mean? What does that mean?
he's
Begging for immortality?
he's begging for life. It's ironic because he's using actual money for it, which makes me think he's probably an asshole of an artist. But
I think all artists are. I mean, at least these snobbish people gotta be all assholes, right?
yeah, I get that vibe.
Yeah.
Plus, the Feywild is so much prettier.
Oh shit! You gotta tell me that story.
You could thank Vera for this story. So.
Oh shit! Maybe we can we vacation there? Is that possible? Wouldn't recommend it.
You know what? Because of stuff that has to happen, we might work it out, but it's a lot. Like, it's fun, but you're also worried about everything's gonna kill you. But it was pretty.
All right then.
I mentioned him the story of every time, what was it, the guy stopped, we got jumped somewhere else.
Oh. No, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. It was just also, I feared for my life. So take that as you will.
Is that any different than what we're doing now?
I don't know what we're doing now.
We're just information. It'd be fine. You worry too much. We haven't got this far without a little bit of risk.
I mean, we do risk our lives over stupid things, but...
Exactly. That's my middle name.
Stupid?
Risking. Shut up. Leon points past the park to a large circular building with a large banner that several large banners that reads, "The Color of Survival." The building is about 4 stories high, strange and curvaceous walls that bend and sway, and almost like an art piece, as it currently is about 4 stories tall and sort of circles around the block. There are several wide plaques that reads, Madame LeBlanc presents The Showroom. The next reads, "Come pet a real-life baby griffin. Visit the Color Survival Zoo." And a bunch of other ads here to come on the weekends and bring your kids to get free entry, things like that. You can hear the sound of muffled animals and beasts coming from beyond the walls. So Leon sort of looks to you and goes, "Yeah, there was some kind of art gallery that happened here about a week ago, and some of our members informed me that day one the building looked normal, or as normal as this building can look."
Is this normal?
It looks, no, it doesn't look normal, but
Okay. And context of what we care about, does this look normal?
I don't think so. And you start to walk the corner, and he goes, "It looked normal one day, and the next," and as you turn the corner at the end of the block, about 200 feet away, the building has almost caved in, and the metal structure of the walls have now turned a blackish gray, almost this ashen tint. And within the walls from this point, about 200 feet away, you could see that it gives off a strange orange glow even in the daylight. There's a crowd of well-dressed individuals who have gathered here and are almost in line to enter.
Wait, are the people here to see the destruction?
I have no... These are artist people, man.
So what's the plan? Are we gonna pretend to be sightseers and see what this is about?
I'm leaving that up to you. What do you think? Should we blend in with the crowd, or maybe should we wait till night and we can slip in?
What time of day is it?
It's like midday. It's like around maybe 1 p.m.
Why don't we do an hour blending in, see what we at least get base of what we're looking at, and then come back at night.
Are we looking to take some clothes or maybe buy some clothes?
Are we that out of... Yeah, we should probably buy something.
He kind of looks over your shoulder. Again, you're taller than him, so he has to look around, sees all of the well-dressed individuals and goes, "Yeah, we gotta have to probably blend in."
I look around and see if there's a fancy dress shop.
Roll a perception check.
Weird point of order, but doesn't Sev have one of my dresses for that ball we had to go to?
I mean, do you,
That's it. I thought about it actually, but I was just like,
would you have left that at the Books and Brew, or do you carry that with you?
I probably would have left at the Books and Brews.
What'd you roll?
21.
21. You don't see one on this block, but you do remember seeing one about 2 blocks away from where you were entering. So it's easy enough to sort of double back.
Yeah, I just grab Leon by the arm and be like, come on.
Whoa, shit. Start to push him around as you enter in this sort of nice boutique as a bell rings as the door opens. And I'll ask you this. How much money are you willing to pay for good clothes? Leon will match you.
100 gold?
100 gold? Okay, you provide 100. Go ahead and mark out 100 gold.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I'll just type it here for now.
Leon does the same, but instead of 100, he pulls out 50 and goes, "Here you go. Let me go ahead and reach for the next 50." Does a sleight of hand, pushes another 50, but it's the exact same. Almost stacks them. Man doesn't catch it. Puts it into sort of where he's keeping all the money. And you buy yourself some really fancy clothes.
I whispered Leon, if you're going to be that cheap, I would have just covered you.
Why would I pay for clothes? I'm not going to be wearing this a lot.
Sometimes you want something pretty. Do you not like pretty things?
Oh, I got something pretty. But I'm not paying pretty for it. Nah. We're not all rolling in dough like you are.
And this is why I'm a businesswoman and your middle name is stupid.
I should really change.
Have I really?
Tactics. Have you changed? You've changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you wear?
Artist. What would be fancy to an artist? Alright, we're gonna go some avant-garde gown. Wear this ridiculous clown ruffle collar.
Oh, yeah.
We'll say it's a black dress with sequin spots all over it. The spots almost match my fur, but it's on a black dress. And they're all colorful.
I'll say that Leon has purchased almost like a very brightly colored duster that drags onto the ground with florals. He is going full on outrageous with it as he has just numerous colors upon a shirt, and as the lining itself is almost brightly glittered that reaches down to sort of standard black pants. And you both look ridiculous.
Wealthy,
but ridiculous. And as you go to the line, go back to the color survival, you can see that the front entrance of the art gallery, there are cracks in the floor with small smoldering gases, and heat is escaping. It looks like something broke in here. Something twisted the world. Within this space, and there are just almost bolts of lava just bubbling within the cracks. You can see 4 giant pillars within the circular space and 2 entrances, one to the left, one to the right, that almost circular around. So there's an entrance to the left and right, and there are glass cases that house different art pieces like watches and almost acrylic-like looking things and jewelry, and there's artistical weapons here on display. And often to the middle, there is what looks to be a stone throne that has been truded and built up from the ground, almost like something pushed its way into this reality. And you can hear the sound of a woman's voice, a small gnomish woman wearing very high heels, this white puffy afro hair that is currently pushed back, these large thick red rimmed glasses with a bead accessory that goes around her neck. And she goes, "Darlings, one at a time, please make your way and find yourself something interesting. And if you wish to buy from any of our amazing artists that are here today, then you can go ahead and find me here on my throne now? I'll give you the right price.
I just kind of inch closer just to see what he's saying to different people. Not approached yet, just to kind of eavesdrop.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Yeah, 18.
18. You can hear one couple, a man sort of leaning towards a woman wearing like this. They're like almost monochromatic, where they've just white and black, and it gets a little crazy because even like half their like they've almost put like makeup where it's white and black. They've gotten real crazy monochromatic, and she leans over to her and goes, "Madame LeBlanc has really outdone herself. Look at this place. It looks like something new. This is a different kind of expression." And the woman goes, "I know, so much better than last year. It looks incredible." You start to wave your way across the crowd until finally you hear another conversation of note where you hear, "I heard the artists are here today. I can't wait to meet them. What are you gonna get? I don't know. I'll buy what I can." And they're just sort of random talks, nothing too crazy.
You said that the piece that was like weird, it was their throne. Can I go check that out?
You see the gnomish woman is currently sitting on it, and whoever approaches like close to her, she's like, "Are you buying something? What can I get you?" And as you
No, just looking for right now.
Are you? Well, if you're interested, we have plenty of things down the hallways, either one.
Do you have a particular direction you recommend?
Go left.
Goes right.
Oh, Rebel darling, I love it. As you walk away, Leon sort of goes next to your shoulder and goes, "What the fuck are up with people? Fucking hate artists."
Calm down. They just want to spend their money on questionably pretty things.
Oh,
I mean, that watch over there was pretty.
speaking of which, and he reaches into his pack and sort of slips you a bit of gold.
What's that for?
No one saw anything. It's fine. He's giving you 20 gold.
What did you do?
Quick hands.
I try to really stifle that laugh. I continue down the left and just to see what was down there.
The first room you run into looks like a library. There are just rows and stacks of books, but a lot of them look like almost the bookshelves have been tilted and twisted, almost turning in a weird angle. Sitting within the middle, it looks like to be this nicely bound leather book, and a pile of them as well, so you can purchase one. It is intricately designed. There are flyers and banners off to the left and right that almost exaggerate how, the process in making, this really finely made leathersmith book.
I approached the book.
You can. Currently it's open. You see, like, it's almost like a journal where it's empty, but you can write in what you wish. But it's got like these nice runic drawings and design in the front. I know what you're looking for. Yes, it is what you're thinking of.
I know mine is in there too.
I was like, I don't know where it is.
But yeah, it's currently floating in a glass case.
Huh, that's interesting magic.
So Leon sort of speaks up and looks around. At least from what our members have told us, it would looked one way and then looked this way the next. So something happened to this place. So it'd be nice to know what it is. So
I'm still trying to grab. So are they trying to? Something happened, as in something attacked it. Oh wait, I have an idea. Look out the door. Keep the door clear.
Yeah, got it.
I'm going to call Felix.
You feel Felix almost re-emerging within your senses. Yes, Savannah.
Can you tell me if you sense? I figure there's magic room. Anything unusual about this place or building?
Can do. Tendrils streak outwards, start to line all the walls until finally pulling back. all the memory and insight that he gains from it and goes, this entire building, or at least this section of it, has a lingering sense of a infernal magic. Something
magic.
from the hells broke its way here. It's no longer present, but you can almost taste the aftermath.
Where is it the most concentrated?
Where that old gnome woman's sitting.
I kind of just motion Leon there. I kind of like make sure forwards aren't coming over. Leon.
Kind of walks up to you. Yeah.
So, through help, this whole place is covered in infernal magic.
Okay. So something.
Apparently, it's concentrated where the gnome director was, and which makes sense because look at that chair.
That looked freaky. Like, that almost looked like the ground was pushing that up. He kind of gives a smirk a little bit, like, okay, all right, this is getting a little more interesting now. And you hear footsteps coming into the room itself, as a red-skinned tiefling woman walks in and catches your gaze and goes, yes, hello, can I help you?
Hey, we were just looking at this room with all these books. Are you the artist?
Oh, apologies. No, not red-skinned tiefling. It is a tiefling woman. However, let me purpose what you see. It is a pale-skinned tiefling woman who looks like half the skin here has like revitiligo or something, where it's like multi-purpose, where the other half is like a bright pink hair that almost comes down to almost like black horns that pull back. You see that she's wearing a black tight dress as she comes in. As you ask what she is, she goes, well, I'm the artist of what you're looking at. I made these.
These are really well done, and I'm really fascinated by the one in the center.
Thank you. I put a lot of time and effort into them. The showroom, not so much. But it all worked out in the end.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I was invited by Madame LeBlanc to come here, and I submitted my piece. It's very difficult to get into the showroom. One moment it looked normal, didn't look twisted, and the next there was an incident.
I like good stories. Tell me more about this incident.
Well, I mean, it's hard to believe, but there was like, I don't mean to be offensive, but there was like this cat person who came in who was like a ghost and threatened to steal my book, and we stopped him.
Okay. Well, you say cat person, you mean like tabaxi like me?
I've met some tabaxi in my life. I would assume so, but he seemed weirdly ghosty.
Huh. Okay. I wrap around ghosts. How'd you guys stop them? And you're saying we. Who's we?
Me and a few of the other artists. And she kind of points to further down the hallway. You can meet them if you wish.
I'm really fascinated by this story. My friend here, he's actually a person who likes to write down stories, so...
Yes, that's right. I'm a writer. And she kind of looks at him and goes, you are? That's right. I love writing stories. I would love to purchase one of your books. She goes, oh, well, of course. Well, we have a few that you can take to the front. Here. And she kind of takes one, wraps it up, and gives it to him. Thank you for purchasing my art. Of course. I totally have the money for this.
He likes the kid. Like, he does not have,
Oh, I'm.
a whole fortune behind him.
I am. He grabs his duster, rolling in it. Thank you so
But-
much.
We'll take that up to the front of Madame Blanc, but we would love to meet your friends first.
She goes, "Of course. I'm stationed here, but you're free to roam around the gallery, and my friends. Well, I mean, less friends and more newly found acquaintances are further up ahead."
Thank you for your time.
Uh,
And I'll just kind of pull on Leon.
Leon sort of continues forward and goes, "I don't know how much this fucking thing is.
It doesn't matter.
This thing could be really damn expensive."
I don't care.
damn it.
Hold on to the damn book.
You continue on until the room opens up into what looks to be multi-mirrored. There are mirrors all over this room that are pointing inwards as there are hanging paintings along this room, with one framed painting that's been sort of bolted to the floor with it looks like almost it was a portrait, but the subject is gone. There looks to be splatters of paint across the floor, and there are just different paintings of all types. There's one where it looks like a small little tiefling woman who's, sort of dark blue. There looks to be a Triton man with looks like to be a patch on his nose, blonde hair. There's paintings of what looks to be a very red tinted an elven woman with looks to be like almost like auburn hair that almost matches her skin. And finally, it looks to be a fire genasi woman with sort of this ash gray skin, red fire hair, as she currently looks like almost like anger. And as you walk in here, these different art pieces, out of one of the shadows, you see what looks to be a white hair, black skin with pointed ears that almost reach above their head, with what looks to be rose-tinted glasses that sits upon their nose, and goes, "Yes, hello, welcome." By the way, I should have mentioned it is their nose. As they kind of look upon you, go, "Welcome to my gallery, darling. How are you? You and your gentleman friend look like you're interested in some art."
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I'm very fascinated by that. Did your painting walk away?
Frightful. Absolutely frightful. Yes, magic happened, and it seems that I'm more than capable in making life, I suppose. It was quite a strange incident, but my piece de resistance decided to leave. I stopped him. It was fine.
Is this the same as the cat ghost that the other woman dealt with?
Were you there? Did you hear about it?
No. The lovely lady that gave us this book to purchase
Oh.
mentioned the room shifting and there was a cat ghost, and her and her acquaintances stopped it.
Oh, Juniper is such a lovely dear. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. You may call me Luno. Full name, Lunarin.
I just put a paw at cat.
Pleasure. Well, yes, there was some kind of a tiger gentleman, who must have been an art collector of some sorts and sought ours to be very fair and desirable, and decided to procure our pieces in a less diplomatic approach. So we decided to band together, stop the stealing, and he brought this kind of warped magic with him.
Is outside of your painting come to life, did anything else change in here? Because this is a very fascinating room looking at all the mirrors.
Yes, well, definitely a bit of the tint changed. I know my colors. All of my paintings...
To be rude, but are you sure it's not the glasses?
kind of lifts him up and goes, "Believe me, I can tell. I'm an expert when it comes to tint and glass. I know." No. It just the tint changed, and my piece de resistance was angry with me. Said that I found a new favorite. I was working on something new, and it seemed like it got a bit jealous.
Jealous art.
Yeah.
That's something you do not hear every day.
No. But I know that I believe maybe Victoria, she's further down. She may know exactly what the creature was. I don't remember the name.
Is there anything else about the creature or tiger art collector men?
It was difficult to really touch the creature at all. It was almost like they weren't fully here yet. I don't know. All I know is that when they appeared, the ground started to shake and the floor split and almost like a fiery balls of hell came in.
Chair.
The chair, yeah. And it appeared on the chair. This bangled tigered individual.
Uh-huh. You said it wasn't almost there. Are you sure it wasn't any type of an illusion?
We fought it. It felt it.
I kind of just look at Leon. I'm like, ooh.
I'm writing that down in the journal that I'm buying.
Well, it was very lovely to make your acquaintance.
Of course, if you're ever looking for beautiful art, don't be a stranger and try to find me.
What would you recommend in this room?
Oh, my fire genasi woman here. Definitely a staple of feminine power.
Dear, wouldn't this look lovely in your study while you're writing?
Oh, yes. Absolutely. I'll take...
We all know how all of us have our, special genasi love.
Of course. I can't get enough of it. I would certainly take this one. She goes, oh, it's a great piece. Bring it to the front and they'll check you out. Amazing. And look at that. Cat, dear. It has no price tag. Boy, that certainly bodes well. It could be anything. It's like a market price.
That's the part of the fun, right?
Yes. You continue on to the next room as you are led into what looks to be a crystallized space that almost looks like stalagmites and stalactites are currently jutting from the floor and ceiling. It creates this nice, beautiful coloration, beautiful, multicolored space around here. And sitting upon pillars, there are shards of gems, differently shaped into what we would know as players as D4s, D6s, and D8s, and D10s, and D20s, all floating within a collection. Some of them multicolored, some of them colored in a pattern, all of them looking beautiful as they are currently floating in midair. You see, actually grabbing one and shining it is a small little gnomish girl who from the back end, it looks like she's super young, but as she turns towards you, you see almost the adult features upon her face. You see that she has almost this violet hair that slowly starts to dull, almost gray out. She's wearing a bright pink sun hat with a pink dress and a bow with a nice diamond in the middle. She has striking pink eyes. As she looks up and goes, hello?
Hey.
Hi, I'm sorry. Be careful. There's a lot of pointed edges, okay?
I definitely appreciate that. Which one's your favorite?
Oh, it's hard to pick. I think I like these. And she kind of waddles over to a multicolored, different, just a rainbow of colors within all of these gems. She goes, I kind of like these. It took me a while to carve them out and to get all the proportions right, but I think the effort was, done well. It looks great.
These are beautiful. Isn't that right, honey?
Boy, I really wish I had a hand to grab them, but I don't.
Actually, he's a writer, and we're hearing these fascinating stories about how the art space changed. And we recently were told about a Bengal tiger art collector.
Yeah. Well, I was invited by Madame LeBlanc to show my art. And we looked at all of the art galleries that she built for us, and they were nice and beautiful. And she left to go get a cigarette, and some beast tore from the ground, saying that he was an art collector and wanted to show our art to the 9 hells. And
The 9 hells.
yeah, I was totally struck, and I didn't know what to do. I mean, Luno gave in to the offer, but it turns out that they were lying. Thank the gods. And he said that either we give him his art pieces, or our art pieces, or he'll take them. It was very scary, but we put a stop to him. He was almost incorporeal a little bit.
What do you mean by incorporeal?
Well, I mean, I'm a wizard by trade, so I kind of recognized a few spells. It almost like he was trying to plane shift into here, but it didn't actually work out correctly. Like he didn't really complete it right, or didn't do it right.
Did he seem like a powerful wizard, or did it seem like something stopped him?
It might have been that something stopped him. Kind of feels.
I have a question, and I know it might sound odd. Most of your associates said something happened to their art. May I ask what happened to yours?
Well, it's less of something happened to our art and more like the Bengal Tiger Man was trying to warp the space around the art. This is what he told us, was that he wanted to warp it so then it could affect our art. And then he could steal it, because then it wouldn't be ours anymore. Yeah, it was almost like his presence was doing something.
So that explains how we have a twisted bookshelf and floating book. One art got jealous and walked away.
Yeah, and then mine just turned, at least my space turned into what looks to be like a shiny cave. I mean, it looks beautiful.
Oh, this isn't... Right, everything shift. This is stunning, though, with your art, though.
Madame LeBlanc thought we did this ourselves. She didn't really believe our story, but I mean...
You did mention she wasn't here when all this happened, what, correct?
Yeah, she was gone. She has a pipe, and I guess it ran out of arcane energy that was making it light itself. She had to run off and get it charged.
Interesting. Well, I will not keep much more of your time. I'll take the shiniest D4 if I can and put it on top of Leon's book. We'll be considering that. And
actually,
thank you.
Those come in a set, so how about this? And she kind of wraps the rest and puts the D4 in there. Here you go. Don't want to leave them without the rest of their friends.
Of course not. Thank you, love.
Oh, yeah. That's great. Let's take more. As you start to walk in the hallway. Savannah, what are you doing? I can't pay for all this shit.
We'll figure it out as we go, but we
What do
need
you mean
them
we'll
to
figure it out?
talk.
We could just say no.
But they are pretty. Plus, we want Madame LeBlanc to talk to us, so we need it to look like we're buying.
I am going to have to steal so much to pay for this.
Stop. We'll figure it out.
All right. You continue on, and you find what looks to be the last room. It almost like is a solid glass green floor. And as you look down past the wall, sort of like the thin layer of glass, you see a bubbling acid, almost giving off a nice bubbling effect underneath. There are cables and wires that are currently hanging from the floor that are almost dangling these art pieces. And in the middle, you see coated in what looks to be like silicone or something like resin is almost an exact replica of a gelatinous cube sitting in an art piece. And this is where the red tiefling is, as she currently is talking to a random art piece buyer, just sort of someone who's interested in her work. She kind of looks to you and goes, "I'll be with you in a moment."
I'll walk to the cube because I'm kind of fascinated. There is a gelatinous cube in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
I'll like try to poke it.
You poke it. It's solid, completely solid, but it looks so real.
Huh. What's interesting about this room?
It looks a bit disheveled, like something flooded the room, but there was a bit of patch, and there is now a glass floor. You think like the biggest twisted thing that happened here was something broke, and now the floor itself is like
Crystallized? Not crystallized. Yeah.
Yeah, a bit like frozen.
Okay, gotcha. Huh. Because she's busy talking to anyone else, can I subtly investigate the room?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me investigation.
That is going to be 24.
24. You start to look at the gelatinous cube, and you notice that there was a patchwork done. It almost looks like something pierced the cube, and it was spilling out, making this entire room flooded. And it looks like there was a last-minute patch to fix that.
That's interesting. Yeah, come here.
What are you looking at? No more, please, no
No.
more.
I'm not gonna try to bite at this, but this is solid, right? And like, it almost looks like it's real, but not carbon.
Yeah.
This has been patched, and this floor almost feels like it matches it.
He kind of shifts around a bit of the paintings in the box. Hold on.
She said she was gonna send the painting to the front. Why are you carrying it?
Oh, they said bring it to the front. They were gonna bring it. They were gonna bring it for me.
I thought that's what. No, it's okay.
Okay. You see the tiefling finally finishes her conversation and moves over to you and goes, "Yeah, are you interested in my main piece here?"
Hi, it looks so real. Like, I actually had to touch it to see.
Thank you so much. I put a lot of effort into the finer details. Hi, I'm Victoria.
You may call me Kat. I am a little concerned. There's some damage here. What happened?
Yes, well, have you ever heard of a Rakasha?
Is that something you think Savannah would know?
Roll me either a history or arcana check.
Go with Arcana. That's a 12.
12. No, it doesn't really ring a bell. Like, whatever that is.
No, I can't say that I have.
Well, simply said, it is a infernal, cat-like being. It can take in many forms, but essentially it has an animal head, human body. Seems that one decided to steal our art pieces, and since these beings are a fiend in nature, seems that his influence followed him.
We've been hearing this interesting story as we walk through the gallery. What do you mean his influence followed him?
Seems that when he appeared, he didn't appear correctly. He was upset that he was still semi-transparent, translucent, and it bothered him at first, didn't seem to care afterwards, as he simply wanted our art pieces to steal. Generally, these types of fiends favor in monetary gain, and I'll be honest, our pieces are quite costly.
I'm pretty sure. Do you think he was stealing it for like a black market, or?
He said he had his own gallery he wanted to show him at.
The gallery in hell, correct? The ninth hells.
Correct.
This is all so fascinating.
Well, both me and my other artist friends here we come from adventuring backgrounds. Not a lot, but some. And we held our own.
So how did you guys overall just end up just completely vanquishing? I don't think anyone actually said so.
Oh,
What was the thing that did him in?
I think it was my drow friend, Luno, who did the final blow. But we disrupted his form just enough where he finally returned back. Seems that his tether to the material plane wasn't fully connected, and we were able to disrupt him before he was able to finally get here.
That, you guys, sounds like you guys had an eventful expedition.
Yes, well, seems that Modern Block felt that regardless of the events, made some good publicity and some interesting shows. So here we are.
Has security around the building changed since this incident?
A little bit. There's definitely way more people inside the hotel as well as surrounding the space than before.
What about Arcana production?
I don't know. That might be a question for her.
Well, thank you for your time. This is super fascinating. The story and the art.
Yes, absolutely. I think I appreciate the story behind the art, and I think we've had our fill.
Dear, is there anything you would like in this room?
Oh, there's so much. But you know what? You guys are going to be here multiple days? You see Victoria go, we'll be here until the end of the week. Great. We're going to have to make a second trip.
That's true. I don't think he can carry it anymore.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's such a weak man.
Oh, I haven't been doing any workout at all. Let's go.
Thank you.
I'm going to kill you.
Uh-huh.
At this point, Savannah, you feel like you've gotten the full story here. You return back with Leon, and as you're currently walking the hallway, he literally just drops whatever he was carrying. He's like, nope, not paying for it.
I just looked at him like, did anyone see that?
There was probably like one guy who's like, was looking at one of the side pieces and goes, my word, you're not going to shut the fuck up, art man.
Leon.
Yeah?
Aren't you a master thief? Can't you just steal it?
I have been taking things, just not the main pieces.
That's fine.
He kind of reaches into his bag. He's like, do you want like a nice dagger? I took one of the art ones.
Actually,
Yeah, no, hey, if you want. We'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. Just hide that. Should we talk to Matt on the blog, or do you want to come back?
I think we got our story.
All right.
Sounds like she wasn't even here for the incident.
I know, but it's just interesting how she just decided, like, I'm just going to take care of it for the whole thing.
It's fine. I think we got it.
All right. I just kind of kicked the stuff to the side. I feel so bad saying that. Kick the stuff to the side. We out of there.
We pull away. And we're going to take a quick 10-minute break. Baby break right now. And we'll return for a quick incident that all three of you had together during this 3-month downtime. So, we'll see you in a few minutes. Or now, because we're editing this. And we're back! Hey everyone! So, as we left off, each of our individual members of the Three Griffins had their own solo experience. Whether that was training to get stronger for an upcoming tournament, whether that was spending some quality time with a loved one, or shadowing with a fellow teammate within one's guild, learning the ways of the voice. Our vision takes us up back to the stars, looking at our bright blue and green globe, marble in the space as it spins, and we push back once again back to the continent of Mostead, One day, within this 3-month period, our party decided to meet up again, meeting up during their time off. The sound of hustle and bustle fills the air within the city of Varsal. As vendors yell out new morning deals and fresh wares, you have came to Varsal, all three of you, on behest of Igno. Igno has asked you all to secure him a very rare plant that doesn't grow in the cold, frigid air of the domain. So something that only grows here within the kingdom. An herb known as the Hurawash plant. You find yourself within the streets, getting called. You have currently been called over and stuck now in a very intense conversation by one vendor with a cart who holds up what looks to be a fried beet on a stick and goes, "Come on, it's good for you. Come on. I give you a good price. 2 for 3 silver pieces, or 3 I'll sell you for 4.
Keep walking.
Come on, Ace. Good for you, dwarven dish. As you start to walk away, he's like, Nah,
I'd buy one.
Hey, all right. It's gonna be a 2 silver pieces for 1.
How much for 5?
For 5? Oh, you know what? For 5, I'll sell it to you for 4 silver pieces.
I just give him a gold piece. Here.
Hey, all right, Missy. You know what they call this thing?
What?
They call it Earth's Heart, because it grows from the earth and it's red. Yeah.
Well, let's see if it beats the fried lizard. And I woke up.
It is a heated up beet that.
Oh no!
He was
He
like,
gave
nope.
he gave you a heated up beat. All right, I think you need to take a break. Even this
And-
early.
We're gonna take a quick baby break because this baby decided to leave me a present.
It does not like beets.
BRB. And we're back from that little moment.
From that heart of the earth.
Out of the earth.
You guys
That's
are.
what you get for bad business.
Yeah. You guys are currently in Varsal. You purchased a few 5 Earth Hearts, which are essentially just fried beets. I would like you all to roll me perception checks.
Wait. You said fried beets. Initially, you were saying they were just heated up.
Yeah,
They're
essentially.
fried.
They're like put it on a pan.
So I give 1 to Sav and I give 2 to Rolly because it's Rolly.
I literally give it away to like the first person I come across that's in need.
Yeah, someone takes it happily and goes, "Ooh, okay, thank you."
That's why I'm
Thank
not giving
you.
it away.
What did everyone roll?
22.
28, 22.
No.
Was it perception?
Yeah.
Perception.
Oh boy.
Don't tell me not 20.
No. I wouldn't be doing this if it was not 20.
And that one?
No, it'd be a 12.
12. Okay. Well, I would say that Savannah and Vera, as you're currently having this conversation with like what to do with these beets, and if you can maybe find and locate the plant in question, the herb in question, you all see the familiar sight of Thomas from Troop 14, Thomas, who currently is sort of doing his own shopping. And it's one of those moments where like you witness him first and he's looking around and then he sort of like catches your gaze and like almost a surprise as he walks up to you guys.
I
And
give
he
him
goes,
a fried beet. So that's my last one.
"Hi, what is this?"
I don't know. It's a
Fried
fried
beet?
beet. It's not bad. It's a little weird, but I mean,
Yeah, all right. Thank you. Well, hi, what are you guys doing here?
just browsing, not dying, in that order.
Okay. That's nice.
We're doing a wizard a favor by doing his shopping.
Oh. Man, you guys have weird friends. I guess myself included?
Sure, if you want to be a weird friend.
Sure. Awesome. Well, oh, you guys busy?
I mean, we're looking for a plant. If you want to help us look for a plant.
What are you looking for?
What did you say it was?
It was called the, let's see here, the Hurawash plant.
Hurawash plant.
Her wash plant.
You know?
Did we even get, like, what it's supposed to look like?
No.
Oh, okay.
We didn't do any research.
No,
before.
Igno sent you a sending message and was like, go find me a thing, and you're like, okay.
We should have probably asked him what it looked like, but I don't know. I'm assuming it's a
Do you
unique
know
plant.
somebody who knows herbs who were looking for this herb called a Hurawash plant?
Well, I mean, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to a small village to the north, and it's kind of a farming town. Rural might have it.
That sounds promising.
Yeah. I'm kind of on leave right now. So, yeah, if you guys want to travel with, it's kind of weird traveling without the rest of the troops, so this would feel nice.
Why not?
He's calling. Yeah, I'll get him. Go ahead.
He's like, Mama.
He's like, you put me down.
Mama. Mama. I hear you. Still no dada yet, huh? Nah, I got you.
Okay.
He's like, I want to talk. I want to be in this thing. I never knew Mike made that noise until this kid mimicked him, because Mike goes, "Ugh," like when he's like tired, and then like he started doing it, and I was like, oh great. He learned.
So, wait, where are we? Thomas. I guess we can. I don't mind a travel companion. That's fine.
Yeah. Cool. We're headed to a small sort of rural town. It's not even really on the map, really. But it's to the north of Varsal. It's only a few hour travel. It's called Downstone.
Have we ever heard of that?
It's not even on the map,
Oh.
to be honest.
We haven't encountered it at all, then, right?
No, I don't think you've ever traveled north of Varsal from this side of the mountain.
Wait, then how do you know about it if it's not on the map?
Well, funny enough, it's actually for my parents. They live in Isenby, and they were looking for places to live, and they may have found a home here in this sort of rural village. They're getting older. They're looking to retire. So they asked me to check it out.
Okay.
Sweet of you.
Yeah, I mean, it should be nice. You guys travel with Thomas as he currently sort of almost instinctually starts to scout ahead a little bit, sort of stepping a bit of a gate or two ahead of you guys, as well as leading the way. He starts to regale you guys with like old tales of when it was like him and the the True 14, as he sort of these little moments where he's like, yeah, there was I've gone through, there was a few adventures I had, like where we pushed back a group of trolls from the the sort of the forest to the south of Isenby. Then there was like this one lord that needed protection, and we had to defend him from a couple assassins. They were really fast moving, and we honestly didn't see him coming until it actually happened, where we were able to push him back. And Savannah, this strikes you as, this sounds like something your clan, your guild would do, and you're like, oh, you probably had a run-in with my guys, but you don't say a thing.
I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. As the trees in the forest north of Varsal starts to give way, you start to notice that you're in sort of a more plainer space, sort of flat area. There are some trees here and there, but there's a very small village. Most buildings here are made out of stone and almost like stuff from the ground, like we got twigs and sticks and stuff like that. There is one nice building off to the side with a nice like yard in front. There's another building that has it's almost like a
Fake cats.
Sorry, fake
A
cats.
shoe.
Yeah.
That's what you meant by cats. I thought she sneezed.
No. So yeah, there's a bunch of like it's mostly rural, but there's like 2 nice buildings here. You go to the one. It's sort of like a hexagonal shape with multiple windows. Thomas takes you there and goes, "All right, well, so my parents are planning to live here. This is the retail office where sort of they're going to show me around and try to sell me on a house. So
Can I ask what your parents are looking for? Because you said they're getting older, but are they looking for like a farm, like a cottage little setup?
they're looking for like a cottage. Do you mind just surveying the space to see if this place is like okay?
As in like safe?
Yeah.
And not haunted. We don't want haunted.
Is haunted an option?
I don't.
I mean,
By accident, unless they're jerks and sell you a haunted house.
Yeah. Look.
me and Rolly can go like take a quick stroll and see what we see.
Okay. Yeah. Just give it a quick stroll. He heads into the building itself, closing the door behind him as he starts to deal with the retailer. And you guys are left here within Downstone. It is a quiet space. There are hardly anyone, outside. Occasionally, you do see like an old man or an old woman step outside, pick something up from the ground from outdoors, or start to work on the yard. I'd like you all to roll me perception checks.
17.
17.
18.
18.
24.
24. This makes sense for you, Rolly. This is the first thing you notice. You notice a small faunus woman with a bright smile, bright green horns upon her head and eyes. She has sort of like the goat-like slits that go horizontal as she sort of smiles with almost a menacing grin as she stands only about 4'5", very small in comparison to all 3 of you guys. But she has this sort of small, innocent face, but a mischievous smile as she walks across with a bag across her shoulder. You just happen, like, you're almost just watching her as she is almost striking compared to everyone else here. She heads to one of the neighbors' houses, knocks on their door. There's an unintelligible conversation that you can't see, like you can't hear from this distance. The man answers the door, looks down, and sort of nods to her, and they start to have a conversation. She reaches for what looks to be like a green bell upon a choker that she has upon her neck, almost like trying to flash a little bit of cleavage a little bit. The man kind of blushes a bit, smiles, closes his eyes, opens it, goes indoors, and closes the door.
Sus.
Do you say sus?
Yes. And then I tell the party, I'm like, watch her. Sus.
Now everyone's looking at the house as she currently stands outside, almost almost like a child, just sort of really excitedly waiting. And the man comes back outdoors, pulls a small coin purse and dumps a bunch of coin into her bag. She gives a smile, and she walks away and goes to the next neighbor and does the exact same thing.
She's just conning people out of their money. The hell?
Watch out for her chest. That's how she gets you.
Sounds like maybe only the male residents might have this issue. Some female, I guess.
She knows her target audience. Just saying.
I mean,
She's dressed a little provocatively, and I'll share an image.
my whole thing is being of career history. If there's one, there's multiple. She's got to be working for someone.
How's she like getting money though? Like, what is she getting money for?
Survival?
You watch as she goes up to another room or another home, knocks on the door, and this time it's an older woman. Once again, the same sort of flourish, tapping the bell, showing a little bit of cleavage, just giving a smile, and the woman kind of has a conversation, closes her eyes, opens it, and then walks indoors.
She's charming them. Or is that just me?
No, I think that's what she's doing. Maybe it's the bell. She keeps tapping it.
Maybe it's the chest.
Kind of want to deafen Rolly to see what happened.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, why don't you go talk to her, Rolly? Let's see. We'll have an experiment.
Why? What did I do?
That's genius. We'll deafen you for or we'll put something in your ear. We'll give you some money. You're gonna watch for her to tap her bell, and then regardless if you hear it or not, just give her the money.
What? Why me?
You're her target
What?
audience.
I don't
You
know.
don't know that.
She's an old lady, so I don't think it's so much about gender, but something tells me she has a thing for the gentleman.
You think I'm a gentleman?
No, but you're the closest thing we have to one.
I'm sorry. I feel with your thieving, machinations, Savannah.
I
You're
can
more of a
be
gentleman than I am.
charming.
I'm just a simple farmer boy.
You have advantage on charming.
Oh.
Being charmed.
What was that? I'm sorry.
No, I was like, I don't think I know I can't be put to sleep by magical means. That's a Eldrin thing. Yeah, why not, really?
Think of it
I don't-
this way: if we don't want Thomas's family to get,
Yeah, they're old.
stolen from by
Harlots.
Yeah, and why can't the two dames in my party handle the harlot? Why does this gentleman have to do it? I like my money, thank you very much.
Because you seem more likely to go up to her than I think me or Sav. I look like I
have seen you go
kingdom armor. Why
toe-to-toe
the
with
hell would I
fire
go up to
giants,
her?
woman. Don't give me that.
Go on.
Fine, hold on. I reach out and I grab my sack of coins, and then I'm about to hand it to Savannah. I stop, and then I hand it to Vera.
smart man.
There you go. So you
Hey,
walk,
I never said I was stupid. I'm not a gentleman, but I never said I was stupid.
How much are we taking out? How much are you taking out of here?
None. Give me the money you want to lose.
Just
You
give him
leave my
give
money
him,
alone.
3 gold.
Here.
so you have 3 gold in your
Alright.
pocket.
Wait.
Wait. Is there anything like cloth or cotton around us?
Cloth or cotton?
Yeah, something to clog. Because I don't think you have the spell deafen, right?
I do.
Oh, never mind.
I don't have deafen. I have silence.
Okay.
But it's on a point I choose, so I don't know if I could technically do that. Like, she would have to come up to him, and then she'd probably realize if her thing didn't work.
Oh, because she wouldn't hear it, huh?
Yeah, if she comes in the vicinity, she'll know she can't talk or something. She'll know something's up, pretty much. Hold on, let's see.
Okay.
Okay. Before I go out, actually, that's a good point. Before I go out, if she does charm me, like, what are you guys gonna do? Do you expect me, a giant
I do have
trunk
blindness
of a
and
dude,
deafness.
to just go?
What was that? I'm sorry.
I
do
do
you want me
have
to-
blindness and deafness.
Although I
Oh.
have just go with this. Why don't we just let Rolly get charmed? He'll know that way we know for sure he was charmed.
Yes,
We'll be right behind him.
but like, remember how certain people have taken control of him and gotten that against us? That's a painful experiment in
That's true.
in previous
Yes,
occurrences.
yes. Allow them to charm me. I will beat you into the ground, Savannah, just for the stupid idea alone.
It's an idea. It's more than you're giving.
Yes, I gave an idea. You guys go talk to her.
I mean, I could
You guys
deafen
can-
him. You'd be charmed if you're deafened.
What is?
You guys tell
I
me what
can't-
you want to do, and I'll tell you the scenario.
I feel like Caleb emoted for Rolly just now because he did the same thing. He went,
Thanks, Caleb. I'm just saying. Why Rolly?
Could I do an Arcana check to know if you could still be charmed? He needs pets.
I have been patting him. While deafened?
Yeah. Because I just think you just need like visualization on the that kind of talk.
It depends
Visibility
on
on the target.
It depends on the spell. If the spell requires an audible component, and that's it, or if it requires an audible component at all, then it does. You do need to hear it. Oh no! Hold on. Rewind. If the charm effect specifically says that it is an audible effect, then yes, being deafened would stop it. However, casting the spell means the caster needs to speak out loud or do a somatic movement or have some material cost. It'll still affect it if the creature is being seen and targeted.
Alright, is she making any noise when she goes up to these people? Or is she just like tapping and then they glow, their eyes
As far
glow?
as you can tell, she walks up to the door, knocks on it, has a bit of a conversation at the same time as she sort of touches the bell, gives a bit of a flash of her goods, and they kind of go wide-eyed and then do what they wish, sort of decide to give her money.
Maybe I should just blind you because then you can't see nothing.
That's actually interesting.
I don't know if I've ever heard of women charming with their bosoms, though.
I mean, you live in a world with horrendous hybrid creatures and undead lich, so...
No,
This
it's
is
more
not
for
really-
business tactics. It's like, how do I get that?
Well, maybe you should be a better business person. Ba-dum-tsh!
I hope she's
I'm
not
still
like,
mad at you for this terrible idea!
I hope she's not a succubus, because didn't somebody like go to your town and you told them no and then like your town was cursed?
Whoa. Whoa. Don't make this personal.
I'm
alright?
just asking.
You know what happened?
You said don't make it personal, but
Don't
you
make
wanted
it
the
personal.
person who has PTSD on being charmed. And I mean
Hey.
me.
Hey, you know what happened to the last guy that made it personal? He dead as hell.
I mean, most of the people
Yeah.
we interact with that try to kill us are dead.
Yes, but this time, it was personal.
Okay, so then why are we so worried about chick with bell?
At this point, she's gone to another house and is
Oh
doing her
shit,
rounds.
she's gonna
I was
like
gonna-
go charm Thomas or something. Come on.
Come on, I'm just gonna kind of discreetly follow.
Yes, you should do reconnaissance. Go listen to what she says. And
I'm
then
not
if you
getting
get
close.
charmed, then we know.
But the point is, I think it's audible. I don't want to get close to here.
Perhaps you can leave me your sack of money and we can give you 3 gold coins.
Wait,
No.
can Felix know what she's doing?
I don't think we ever tried that on a person.
He
so.
has a perception check, but that's from your vantage point as well.
Damn.
So what you can hear, he can hear.
Okay.
When he extends his tendrils, it's more along the lines of like search for traps or search for arcana, like things like that.
That's what I figured.
Maybe just let Lila eat her. I don't know.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep kind of watching from a distance. Maybe we could just follow to see where she goes, since we're not gonna be able to seem like we're not going to stop it. Oh wait.
Hmm.
I have an idea that might be kind of risky, but I'm trying to figure out how can I pull that off. What if I stole the bell?
Yeah, I mean that's a way.
You should steal her chest instead.
Yeah, but then we want to know if it's the bell or the boobs.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Right, now we're like,
You made this character. You did this to yourself.
I didn't do shit. I didn't start this conversation.
You went, she hypnotizes people with the goods, and then what else conversation are we gonna have?
It's the goods or the bell. God, you created this.
Oh, he's adding his 2 cents in.
He's like, "Got an idea."
all right. Just I grab the purse. I grab my gold. I give it to Vera. I know how much is in there. Savannah,
I was like, why
take-
would I take it from you?
you're safe keeping it
Okay. No, I mean like,
from Savannah.
I thought you were telling
When
Vera,
was the
I know
last
how
time
much is in
stole
there.
Gold from you guys.
It's been a
You remember
while.
you're talking about stealing stuff from when we were at my house?
From
Pepper
you?
Charm remembers.
From you?
Yes.
I
You
don't
don't
even
steal
remember
from friends. Anywho, Here's my gold. 3 gold from you guys. Ah, I hate you so much.
Do you want me to
You guys-
deafen you?
You do what you guys gotta do. I go and then I just kind of like stealthily make my way around. So I'm gonna try to approach her. My intent here is to be a person who's on it, new to town, on his way somewhere to go drop off some coins, and kind of lost his way.
Roll me a deception check. Oh, well, first of all, roll me a stealth check because you said you're doing it stealthily.
I deafen him.
Okay.
If he likes me, I
I'm
deafen
actually
him.
going to try to be hidden
You
30
be
feet away from him.
you
But
be
yeah.
his ears.
So this is what we're doing.
Ooh,
So
21 to stealth.
because everyone's deciding to do things now. So
Fine.
you're doing the stealth check with disadvantage because you can't hear if you're making sound as you crunch your way through the rural leaves and ground around here.
Oh.
Oh, you want some mama?
That's 21 twice.
21 twice? It's pretty damn
21
good.
twice.
Nice.
Holy shit! 19 plus 2. Let's go. Well.
So that was your
If only I
stealth
could
check.
get that in. Yeah, if only I can get that in like combat. You know, that would have been great.
Now, Savannah, roll me a stealth check as well.
That is going to be 19.
He rolled a stealth check against boobs.
So, might I remind you that this is a flat plain locale. It is somewhat farmland, but more like berries and small bushes than it is like tall wheat and grain like it is in Blenton. So it was a very high DC. So you feel fairly safe in terms of like, see, let's do Savannah. You feel hidden. You're not entirely sure what's, you know, if you're being seen or not.
Could it make more sense if since there's berries that I'm picking berries, but I'm not I'm inconspicuous.
You can try to play it off as much as you
Can't
wish.
you be invisible?
I mean, technically, because we're not going to do anything, I could technically use the spell.
Rolly deafened starts to walk through the berry patch, and as you get close enough, you see that she finishes the final conversation she has, but you can't hear her. As she looks to you and sort of sees your high, like practically almost double her size. She kind of looks up, and this is how we're playing it up.
Oh no.
Savannah and Vera.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess let's do. Well, there's three perceptions here. Let's do Savannah first. Savannah, you see this woman look up to Rolly and go, "Well, hi there. Well, you're certainly a tall glass of water." She goes, do you live around here?" And you see Rolly kind of give a smile, look down, blink, and Rolly, you just see from your vantage point is just her mouth is moving.
I actually formulated a response to this. I have no idea what she said. I can't hear you. So, knowing that and going in, the first thing I'm gonna say is, "Hi, I'm a little lost. Could you help me? I'm trying to find my way. I gotta go drop off this gold."
What Savannah hears, and Vera, of course, you're just catching from afar, just like talk, and then you see Savannah's tail like from the ground, trying to keep silent. From Vera, or no, sorry, Savannah, what you hear is, "Oh, well, if you're lost, where are you looking to go to?"
I don't hear it right. She only hears it.
Only Savannah hears it. You're too far away.
I've been lost for the last 15 minutes. I don't know my way around here. I'm really new here. It's my first time.
Okay.
Maybe she'll just think he's stupid.
I know that you're lost, but where are you trying to go to? Are you waiting for someone? Do they have a name?
Could you help me, please?
Well, goodness, sir, I'm certainly trying. I'm trying to help you as much as I can. Do you have a friend that was waiting for you? Where did you come from?
I have to ask for context. Is she making any gestures or anything like that?
She has her hands on her hips.
I think
okay,
Veer's like
okay,
far
okay.
away. She's just like, this is not going well.
Okay. What am I gonna ask next?
So, Rolly, in your mind, you've stated that you are. By the way, Rolly, you have been asking these questions, and I'll say this much, Savannah, you've noticed that Rolly, in certain words, have to his volume is not right because he can't hear himself.
no.
So it's all like, I am lost. I don't know where I'm going. Could you help me?
I think I'm trying not to laugh. I'm gonna cast sending to Sab and be like, so should I undeafen him or should we just keep this going?
I kind of want to keep it going. But I think we're gonna have to get him out of there. Let's give him a couple more sentences. If it gets bad, I'll go get him.
So you got asked a question, Rolly, and if you don't remember it, that's perfect because she's asked you a question.
No, I don't remember it, nor do I know that I was asked the question.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen her mouth move.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will say, instinctually, not knowing what she said or what she's been asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instinctually, I would think like at some point she'll probably want to know where I'm going. We are located in what city again?
Stone Down.
Oh, perfect. I have no idea of any of this.
Or Downstone, sorry. Downstone.
I'm like, I wrote down Downstone. Did it switch?
Still, off the top of Rolly's head, he literally doesn't know where he's going.
So what do you say?
Literally.
She's like quiet now. Like you've noticed, I think in terms of a conversation, you've noticed that she said some words and it's your turn to speak. And now it's been a bit too long to respond and you're getting it's one of those social interactions where you're like, I've been quiet for too long.
Yes. I have to go to my friend's house. I thought this was the right street. Maybe not.
Oh, your friend has a house here. Homeowner, okay. Well, do you know your friend's name?
Could you help
like
me?
trying not to die.
Alright, that's my cue. I'm gonna pop out the bush and go to him. He's like, there you are. Come on, let's go.
You don't even hear that. You just
grab him.
You just feel someone grab you and you turn into Savannah.
Oh, thank you.
I think Vera turns,
while I'm
like,
grabbing
okay.
Rolly, though, can I try to mage hand to grab the bell off, or try to knock it or unfasten it on her?
You can certainly try.
I don't think this is gonna go well, but we'll see. Oh, well, it's not really a roll, so what should I roll? Or you're having
You're
me
doing
roll?
a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
I will also say sleight of hand with disadvantage because, as you can see from the image, the bell is literally right here, touching upon her skin.
Damn it.
Maybe Tripper.
No, I was say I'm gonna run into her when I grab Rolly, but can I say that?
Roll me a deception check.
Well, so you want me to do the wait, step back. Do you want me to do the
Your plan has switched a little bit since you've last pitched it. You're planning now to run into her and then sleight of hand the bell. So now you're going to try to roll a deception check. It's going to be a high DC to see if you can pass off that you accidentally did this and it was no harm done. If you fail, she's going to realize that you're doing this. You're literally running into her on purpose.
Shit. All right.
Maybe you're also deaf. She don't know.
He doesn't know that. I don't know if that's gonna be high enough. That's an 18.
18.
Lucky.
I don't think that's high enough.
You
Lucky.
start to run towards her, and as you collide with her, you see that a swift, nimble movement from her hoofed feet sort of kick her back, and she kind of takes a step back as she's like, whoa, okay, I don't know what's going on here. Clearly, If I don't think I've met you before. If you're a homeowner, maybe you're new. I don't know. But I'm gonna leave. I've got things to do. It's been nice meeting you, sir. I think you need some help. If this is your friend, could you watch over him? Because he's having a moment.
Can I
Just come on. And
Rolly,
just drag him
you just
away.
see mouths moving right now.
Can I dismiss the deafness as I see Sam pulling
Thank
him?
you.
The last thing you see, Rolly, or last thing you see, here, Rolly, is you hear yourself on the end of "Thank you."
What is
and
wrong?
she's walked off.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much.
Wasn't one of our
Terrible,
brightest plans.
terrible ideas. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. How dare you make me do
I
that?
was cast sending to Thomas, hey, there's some harlot over here knocking on doors and stealing people's money with either her boobs or a bell, just an FYI. And we kind of made an ass out of ourselves.
You get a response back. I'm in the middle of like a pitch right now, but what the hell are you talking about? Okay, well,
Take a break. Come outside. We'll explain it to you.
Okay, hold on, I sent another message. Might want to take a break. She's literally going door to door and hypnotizing people for their money.
you know what? Let me ask this person, the retailer, if they've heard. What is? I'll ask. Maybe follow her.
He wants us to follow her. Because that's gonna go
Oh no! No! That's where I draw the line. Now it's your guys' problem.
Okay, I give you your gold purse back. Here.
Give my gold back. I literally start counting each coin.
I didn't take anything.
Don't
I
count
never
my
said
thing,
you did.
But you're implying that I did.
Perhaps.
How am I going to take anything when she had the gold the whole freaking time?
I wasn't looking and I couldn't hear.
You guys, it doesn't take long, but you do actually start to see that she goes down a bit of the street, turns a corner, goes to a home. The one, remember I mentioned there was like two really nice homes?
Mhm.
She goes to the really nice home, enters in the home, doesn't knock on it, uses the key, and goes inside.
Oh, the harlot lives here.
Does it look like multiple people might live at this place?
It looks like it's meant for multiple people, but you don't see anyone else.
I told you, I don't think she's done this by herself.
Is there anything outside that would indicate, like, more than one person?
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh, I get advantage. Hold on. Look at you. You want to roll?
Did he finally let it go? 18.
Okay, 18.
Oh, the advantage was needed.
That was a heavy toss.
There was the metal bed.
Jeez, I heard a thud.
So it's a 19 plus... What the hell's investigation? Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So we have a 19 and a dirty 20. Or an 18, sorry. 18 and dirty 20. You, from the gate, you can see within the yard and what looks to be a paved walkway to the front door of this nice-looking home in comparison to the ramshackled homes you've seen so far. It's large enough where it's like a two-story, sort of large, wide building. It looks like it could house a family, but as you look around, you don't see like indication of toys, so indication kids, so no kids. You don't see like multiple pairs of equipment, like, you know, shears and things to keep their lawn clean. There's no real indication that multiple people live here. And as you start to peer at the windows, you just see one silhouette, and that's the Faunus woman.
Hey, I have a great idea. We should follow up on this.
Wait.
Perhaps our rogue can find a way in the home?
I'm thinking about it.
Now we're breaking... Man, he's definitely not going to live here.
I mean... Maybe she'll let you in, Vera? You're the only one she hasn't seen yet.
That's true, Vera.
That's going to go well.
Well, no, because I technically could make me and him invisible. just get her to open the door, and I'll take him with me.
I mean,
Oh,
I
you
could
sure
just
you
say
want
I'm looking
this,
around that a friend's looking to buy a house, how she likes it here. That's normal.
That's very true. That's a normal thing to say that might bring up interest.
I'm just gonna throw this out right now. Probably not the best for a guy who's got a dex of 2. That maybe a 6'7" man trying to break into a home stealthily. Probably not the best idea. You should leave the sneaking to the rogues. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm also not quiet. I mean, I don't roll with just
That's why you're
the
the one that's going to be invisible. You're the one that's going to talk.
We got
You're the
team distraction,
distractor.
team extraction.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the 3 griffins right now.
Okay,
We have team distraction.
really.
We have team insertion, and we have team observing.
That just sounds.
Okay.
Can you,
I know what I said.
Team DM needs to go get the food.
Oh, it's here. We'll pick we'll really quick. BRB.
Christ.
All right, we're back. So you guys are currently discussing what to do with this faunus
All right.
woman.
I like Vera's plan of see if we can get her to talk about the neighborhood. So we can go with that.
Hold on, let me see if I have anything that buffs me from this stupidity. I wish.
And then what else do we? What else is the plan, Miss Rogue?
So I'll turn invisible. I will follow Vera, and I'll like be near her so I'm not seen. But while Vera's talks to Lady, if she goes in the house, and follow her in the house, and then to make sure Vera's shit doesn't get stolen, you can hold it.
Can do. And then what is my role in this?
Stand outside and look pretty.
Observation.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would like
Useless.
Savannah to make me a stealth check with advantage because you're invisible. Rolly, go ahead and make me a perception check. And Vera, you're knocking on the door. Of
Well,
this...
wait. How far is Sav gonna be?
You don't know unless you discussed it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna discuss it now. That's why I said wait a minute before we separate.
All right, let me just roll the second roll, and then I'll get to give you that answer. Yay for that second roll. That is going to be a 23.
23.
I don't know. I was thinking like 10 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do my
It's
bond.
like if you're like on the stoop, I could be on the other side of the stoop, and if you walk in, I could just try to like quickly get shot through the door.
I'm gonna do my bond on Sav then.
Okay. You are bonded with Sav.
You think we're going to actually have to fight?
Oh no, I mainly want it for the buff on saves and checks and attacks, just in case.
So,
Okay.
Perception is 18. By the way.
18. Okay. You could see everything from your angle from currently as the ladies start to move. Obviously, Savannah's no longer in sight, but you keep your eyes on Vera. As Vera, you make your way to the front door of this woman's home.
Wait, real fast. I'm just going to like throw my bag next to Rolly feet and like, don't you dare lose that.
The bag,
That's worth more than your
the
life,
bag
and I'm serious.
apparates as it leaves her possession.
Okay. Yeah. It won't go anywhere.
Boy.
Hey.
Alright.
Alright.
Gently knock on the door.
You hear from beyond it. One moment. Moment passes. Yeah, it's an awkward amount of time until finally the door opens, and there stands the fawn woman.
She had this stupid bell on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And she goes, "Well, hi there. Am I in trouble? You're from the king. Did I do something? Is everything all right?"
No, you're not in trouble. I'm just kind of scoping out the area for a friend that wants to live here. I was just going to ask you, what do you think?
Oh, so your friend is gonna live here.
Well, in the area, they're looking to buy a house. But
Interesting.
they asked that I scope it out to see if it was a decent area or not.
I see. And do you live here?
No, just traveling through.
Got it. All right, sounds fun. Well, I mean, if you want my opinion, the city, the little village is a nice, quiet place. You know, get some fresh air. It's way less hustle and bustle than, the capital or any of those big cities like Varsal. So I think your friend would like it here. Is your friend with you? And kind of like looks over your shoulder and sees Rolly, the big luggering friend. He goes, "Oh, is that your... Oh,
He's a little special, that one.
I was gonna... we all have our our problems, I guess."
He's been hit in the head a lot.
How would it affect him? He's so big.
Well, in the head, your brain's kind of sensitive. If you hit him somewhere else, it's fine, because there's so much of them.
I suppose that's right. Well, anyways, I'll give it a full, 10 out of 10 on my book. By the way, I'm Morta.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Morta May.
Vera.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Vera. Yeah, it's a nice place. All the neighbors here are quite friendly and giving. And
can you have a house built? Because no offense, some of them look a little shabby.
well, that's what I did. I gained the capital to build my own house. I hired a few people from Vars to come by and put together my nice little homestead. But you can definitely hire people to build something. You don't have to do the ramshackle that some people here live in.
Is that normal? I thought it was maintained or something. There's an office over there, so I find it kind of weird that they would just leave them like that.
A lot of the people who live here are kind of retired, and they come from all sorts of life. Some of them points at one of the other nicer buildings or houses. In fact, some people come from money, some people don't. But it's a nice, cheap place to live here in terms of the land cost.
I was I don't think I have anything that would detect magic on her bell. I'm trying to think. Oh, I do have advantage on if she's telling the truth.
Okay.
With that ring.
Would you like to insight?
I want to insight what she meant by she had her house built here. Who she contract out? Did she actually contract out, or did she just have steal everybody's money?
What she does for a living.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, what'd you retire from?
Oh, I haven't retired. I simply felt like it was a change of scenery.
Oh. So what do you do then? If you don't mind me asking. You kind of clearly know what I do.
Oh yeah, you're a guard. Oh well,
And he hits things for a living. Obviously, he doesn't want to hit things anymore, and this is why he wants to settle down.
Well, I provide services. I head down to Varsal once in a while to provide some services. I hope I would like to keep that to myself if that's fine. It's not kosher to talk in company.
You'd be surprised. I'm not easily taken back.
Well, it's that and the fact that you're a guard that kind of puts me off a little bit, so I'm sorry.
What else do I say? I'm thinking in my head. Well, if you had to pick a place, I hope Sav is doing something by now. What spot would you pick for him? He's a fairly big dude. I think we're going to have a high ceiling.
Oh, yeah, you would have to definitely find... Well, most of the shacks here are kind of small for, maybe people close to around, 5 foot, maybe 10 range. Your boy's reaching a little higher than that. I think maybe down the road they have sort of a large shack area or a large housing space that's... perfect for his size.
If this is taking too long, I guess I'm gonna try to break in.
I thought that's what you were doing while I was having this stupid
I
conversation.
I thought it was conversation. I was hoping she was gonna invite you in.
Roll me a stealth check with advantage, because you're still invisible.
Add a d4.
Add a d4.
I will take the d4.
While Vera is trying to hold a conversation as much as possible. Speaking of which, roll me a perception check, or no, a persuasion check to hold this conversation, because it's going nowhere at this point.
Seemed like
that is going to be with the d4 a 27.
27.
Oh, I get to do a d4 too.
You do.
Where's a d4?
We'll say that you did this before this roll had to happen, Savannah, so you have a chance to check stuff.
Persuasion?
Persuasion.
All my buffs, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So, Savannah, you slip in real quick, finding a quick motion to jump inside. It's a fairly nice space. It's like fully modernized. There is a nice couch area. There's a fully furnished, fully furnished kitchen space with like a marble top. It's like full of like money was put into this space. You start to quickly notice that there's not like multiple sets of clothing or shoes lying about. This is her living by herself. With a 27, you said? Stealth, you can easily have the run of the house. So I'm going to ask you real quick because it's going to determine how much Vera can keep this woman distracted. You search the upstairs or the downstairs?
Search the downstairs.
Roll me an investigation check.
Search downstairs.
She can't use Felix on this?
I mean, what can I do? The only thing I can really figure out if there's traps anywhere. Which is probably not a bad idea, but let's do this first. You said investigation, right?
Yes.
Maybe she's just a hooker for hire.
A natural 20.
A natural 20. You start to investigate the downstairs, quickly rushing through the kitchen, the living room, and what looks to be like a nice seating space, and then there's like a guest room downstairs, as well as what looks to be an indoor lavatory. Opening doors, quickly going through closets, trying to do what you can within like maybe a span of 2 minutes, as quickly as you possibly can, like using that to actually speed and quickness and stealth to your advantage. There is a lot of expensive stuff here. Like there's a couple of knickknacks here that look like a little out of place, like maybe stuff that you've seen in Varsal, but you don't know, like it's
pleasant, expensive, not out of place. Of this might lead to something else.
Yeah, nothing that sort of triggers your thought. And you stop at the staircase looking up.
Let's see. I will. Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs.
Before you do so, with a dirty 20, she looks at you, Vera, and goes, "Well, I mean, again, down the road's probably the best bet you have."
Okay.
Well, yeah. Well, anyways, anything else I can help y'all with?
I think that's it, other than maybe where do you get something to eat around here?
Oh, it's a lot of trading with neighbors and, getting food that way, or maybe, making your way down south to get some supplies, or maybe even ordering some supplies. Usually a wagon comes here maybe once every 2 weeks with supplies for you.
Cat tried to kill me.
Well, anyways, it was nice meeting you, Vera.
What the hell was her name again? I forgot.
Mortimer. Pleasure. Well, goodbye.
All right, bye. Crap.
Savannah, you are at the downstairs. You hear the door close. You look to the right, and Mortis.
I'm so invisible.
I think as I walk away, I'm casting Sending and saying underneath my breath, "She closed the damn door. I can only hold that conversation for so damn long. You better get the hell out."
I'll take my chances. I'll go upstairs and try to find a bedroom.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
Be nice.
Don't worry, Rolly. She just thought you were dumb. I told you got hit at the head a lot.
I am currently going through Savannah's bag.
Yep. That's going to be a 19.
19. Roll me another stealth check. This time, yeah, with advantage. You still have advantage because you're invisible.
Add a D4.
Lucky. Ugh, both of those are bad. Better. 22.
22. You make your way upstairs, and you hear the footsteps of Mortimer slowly start to follow with you, but at a slower pace, as you're currently in a quickened motion. She's not. You look to the left, look to the right, and look ahead of you, and there are 3 doors. One of them is open, and it does lead to a bedroom. The other 2 are closed. So ahead of you is a bedroom. Left and right are closed doors.
Do I have enough time to open a door and close it?
Probably 1.
Why do I feel like it's going to be locked? God damn it.
Mage hand?
I'll take my I'll take my chances with the first door that's closed.
Okay. You quickly rush to the door. Get the handle. It's locked.
Damn it. Mage hand pick it while I wait to see where she's gonna go.
You got it. And as you cast Mage Hand, your invisibility drops.
Shit.
Oops.
You hear the footsteps of her starting to come up, and I need you to roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can unlock this door.
And carefully dive through it.
And a D4.
I still have the D4. That was my.
So, Vera, you have to be like you have to be next to this front door to make sure that she's within 60 feet, yeah?
Can I just pretend like I'm tying my shoe for a while?
Well, she's upstairs, so, I mean, you can pretend all you want.
Alright. Staring at my feet like a dumbass.
I'm glad Rolly think it's funny. 19.
19.
Yeah.
The door does open. And
Alright, I'm gonna quickly dash in there and close it behind me, softly.
you hear... Hello? You enter in the door, Savannah, and you are in what looks to be like a storage closet. And as you look behind you, there are small chests, bags, and out of one of them, which is currently slightly open, you see a pile of gold.
Damn it, I gave Broly my freaking bag of holding. God damn it.
I just see Savannah going like this, trying to...
As you witness this, Savannah, the footsteps start to get closer.
I'm gonna be quiet for right now. And I'm gonna hide behind like a box and be quiet.
Roll me a stealth check. You do not have advantage because you're no longer invisible.
I
Does she
know.
still have the D4 if I'm out there being an idiot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll take the D4, and I'm keep the D4 because it's keeping me over 20. That's gonna be 23.
23. The door opens. The light from the outdoors or from the hallway peers in as you see the glowing green horns and bell of this Faunus woman. And here's where we're going to get a little muddy. Savannah, as your golden eyes narrow a bit to lessen the light that reflects from them, hiding as well as you can. You see sort of the light that's peering through within this dark room, glistening off the gold. We're going to put you on a pause. Vera, are you still standing outside?
I think she'll probably have walked to Rolly by now because she felt really awkward.
Okay. A moment passes, Vera, as you finally meet up with Rolly.
I'm just like pointing like to the lot she was talking about. She said that lot would be great for you. I'm saying this underneath my breath. I think Sav is screwed in there.
I am actually halfway through Savannah's bag.
What are you doing? If she survives, she's gonna kill you.
Not if she doesn't know not that I did it. And I kind of gestured her like, huh?
What are you? I'm sure she knows what you touched. I don't even have to say anything.
I don't think so. I'll bet you a gold piece she doesn't know I even went through it.
The front door opens.
Uh-oh.
The front door opens, and there stands.
And I'm gesturally pointing to the lot.
There comes Mortimer and Savannah as she pats Savannah on the back and goes, "Well, it was nice seeing you." And Savannah leaves, meets up with you guys. Savannah?
Check.
You open your eyes from your hiding spot, and you're outside with your friends.
What the fuck?
She got you! Oh my god, she got you! Oh, this is rich.
I'm glad I didn't take the bag in there with me.
You're welcome. Your bag is safe.
But there was also a ton of gold.
Yeah, so she seems to be robbing people.
Was it the boobs or the bell? I'm curious.
I don't
When she
even
walks away.
know. I hid in a closet because I dropped my invisibility on accident. And she came in the closet, came in through the door, and that's the last thing I remember.
Maybe it's her horns. They all kind of glowy.
I did see the horns. Do I have any remnants of what charmed me?
You remember
Would
her.
Felix help her? Since Felix has like helped her evade creepy ass dreams, like would he know what the hell that was?
It's a strange feeling because it felt like something was nullifying Felix in this moment. Like the way it works with Felix and Savannah is that they have two separate minds, but they are connected. So whatever happened to Savannah happened to him in that moment.
So he was charmed too.
Yeah, and so what Savannah remembers. So you're gonna recount this, Savannah. You can tell this to your friends. Is that you go? I was hiding behind boxes and bags. She stepped out. I saw her form, her horns, her bell, her face, her eyes. You know, barely through whatever sliver and crack that you were looking through, and you woke up.
Well, she did say she didn't want to tell me what she did because it was quote unquote unsavory and I'm a quote unquote guard. So maybe she's just a hooker, I don't know.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Guys, we literally witnessed her doing the crime. Multiple times.
Wait, check
Yeah,
your
but-
pocket, Sab. Did she take anything off you?
That's why I gave Rolly everything.
You check your pockets, Savannah, and you have a small bag.
Oh god, that just brought me back to I have a bag.
And it's a see-through, translucent bag with a bunch of little cookies and a little note that reads from your friend Mortimer.
That's sus. I wouldn't eat one of those.
You guys, what if she's just a baker?
By the way, the cookies are warm,
Why would
so it seems like there was some time passing that she had to do to get those into your pocket.
she also did
I'm
take a
so
long time to
utterly
answer the phone.
confused.
Oh, this is hilarious.
One moment. Hey Thomas, apparently she's like some weird magical hooker. I don't know. I don't think your parents should live here. It's weird.
Wait, but
Magic.
even if she made cookies, why would she charm people? I'm confused.
Dude, didn't you get like a potion that gets stuck in the back of a wagon?
That's helping right now.
Then maybe don't trust everybody that hands you cookies or a potion.
Why didn't you think I didn't want to deal with her in the first place? That's why I tried to get Rolly to do it.
Obviously,
Here,
yeah.
have the cookies.
DM, at any point in the interactions that we saw her with all the other people, at any point did she hand them anything?
So because you were
Maybe they're special cookies.
observing everything, from your point of view, you saw Vera talk to her. Then she excused herself, closed the door in Vera's face. Not like angry, like, rudely, but like you then saw Vera pretend to tie a shoe, kind of give you a
Even
face
though
like,
she has a metal boot.
what do I do?
No, not
Wait.
Vera. I meant the people, the
I'm curious.
homeowners.
Vera, check your pockets.
I mean,
Did she? Yeah.
I mean, I gave
Did
Rolly
she-
my gold.
she didn't give them anything.
Okay.
But I
I'm
checked my
just-
pockets.
There's nothing in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't got any
Here's-
magical freaking cookies.
I mean, I could eat the cookies. Could you bring me back, Vera?
I'm gonna let Rolly eat it. He's got like more of a hearty.
You
Sounds
do
sus.
eat the cookies.
No.
Why don't you detect magic on it with your dagger?
I don't think it's gonna. I'm not worried about it if they're magical. I'm worried if they're poisonous. But
Oh, I
fine,
think I
click
can do
dagger.
that.
You click dagger and you get bombarded with magic from your friends,
Hold on.
but not from the cookies.
One sec. I think I have purify whatever.
Did you
Or-
prep it?
Okay. While they're doing this,
Wait, hold on, I
I'm
don't have
gonna
purify.
I'm gonna split off and I'm gonna go to the first house I saw her go to.
Mhm.
Wait, give me my bag back.
It's right there.
Back.
Sure. You go to the first house she went to. It's an older man. He opens his door as you knock it and goes, "Hello."
Said hello, sir. How are you doing this
Oh.
fine? What time of day is it?
It's midday.
How are you doing this day?
Oh, I'm doing fine.
I
How
don't
are
have it.
you?
I don't have prepped.
I'm doing great. Listen, just a question. I wanted to know, you were visited by someone today besides me. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Miss May. Oh, she's a dear. We had some tea together a few minutes ago. Oh, we enjoyed our company, and she set off. She definitely likes to keep me company.
Like how what kind of, I'm curious. I love tea. What kind of tea did you have?
Oh, something that I have, a simple black tea.
Yeah, definitely a solid choice.
Yeah.
For a mid-afternoon. I
Would you
can
like
respect
some
that.
tea? I have some of that, and some lighter blend, something more fruity.
Oh, I love black tea. That's fantastic. Thank you.
What's your name? And does that old
Uh,
old person thing where they grab your arm when they're having a conversation?
My name is Rolly. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Well, let's find ourselves. Let's get acquainted. Come on in. Starts to
thank
pull you
you.
in,
I just look at that. They just let anybody in their fucking house.
and you get pulled in for some tea.
Igno didn't tell you what the hell he wanted this plant for. Maybe she's using it.
So
I could have just remembered the plan. I don't even know.
my purpose with this is to try to dig up more about Morta, and to see like what exactly it is that she does, and what exactly he does, and he's retired, and how is he surviving with income day to day. Basically, I'm trying to figure out, like, is she really robbing him?
You, with roll me a persuasion check. It's not going to be a high DC because this guy is desperate for communication.
Oh.
Oh, and I am here to communicate.
He's desperate.
Wait, I just thought it wasn't fair. If she has that type of wealth, then
Flat 16.
Why is she taken from old people?
no, wouldn't they know about her at least at the? I'm calling it the leasing office because I don't know what else to call it.
She apparently has the ability to alter memories, guys.
Ew.
I was wondering that because I'm all like, how does she have tea when
Yes.
she literally just walked in,
Yes,
walked out?
she has the ability to alter memories, or to make people think that they did something that they didn't, while she takes their money. She's literally building up a fortune for herself and that house and everything from everyone else's money.
Why don't you call your girlfriend and ask her about this sus?
Well, first of all, from your persuasion check, and you can have this conversation when you get out.
Yeah.
Roll. You're stuck in
That was a meta conversation.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
You get trapped in this conversation from an old man who is desperate for any type of engagement, and you learn very easily that he likes Morta. Not like in that way, but like, oh, she's such a dear. She comes by once a week, and we have like tea. What does she do? I don't know. I know she works down in Varsal, but she's very private, and she makes some pretty good money, I suppose. And you go, well, how about you? How are you doing finance-wise? And you go, oh, I'm doing fine. I retired some years ago. I have my retirement fund that I'm living off right now, but I don't really have to spend a lot because it's very cheap to live here. He does sort of motion like, he has like a stockpile of gold that he uses whenever he has to, but he's thinking that he might have to maybe do some services. He's running out.
I ask him, like, I'm more of an adventurer type myself, but I also understand that finances are very important. Everything needs to be paid for. It always comes to the the idea of the gold is king, and I'm considering maybe purchasing a home out here, maybe having some sort of
you definitely
property built.
If you're an adventuring type, I'm sure you have plenty of stories. I would love to hear them.
I would love to tell you them, but I am also of the opinion that we have to make sure our finances are in order. We have to make sure, especially as someday I too will retire, and I want to keep, my stockpile so that I'm set, until the day comes. But
do you work for insurance?
no,
There was a man who came here a month ago who was asking if anyone wanted to buy in insurance. I didn't do it.
Interesting. What did the fellow look like?
He had a the doctor thing across his neck. He called himself Dr. All.
Ah, yes, that sounds familiar. Well, I have a story for you about that guy.
And then we fast forward for them.
Yeah, we fast forward through that. But basically, I'm gonna ask him if he keeps track of his finances. Does he know what money he takes out, what his balances are, and how often?
He mentions that he doesn't. He just sort of picks what he can to pay for the government for the land, picks a small bit for his food, and he says he has a pretty wealthy sum. There's a certain moment in this conversation where he's like, I think I have enough, where there's a bit of uncertainty that hits him, like he didn't realize that he's burning through money as quickly as he thought.
I ask him, I know I've taken up a lot of your time, and I of course have to get back to, doing prospecting and making
Are
sure
you
everything
sure?
is
We
on the
can,
up
I
and
mean,
up.
I can make dinner if you want.
Oh, no, you're so kind. You're so kind. I will tell you what.
You want some lemonade?
No, thank you.
If
I
you want,
appreciate
we'll
you.
have some candy as well.
Oh, no, I'm
I
too
know
old for
boys
that.
your age like the sweets.
I think Vera
I'm
is
more
literally
of a-
waving from the window, like.
I'm more of a meat kind of guy, but
I can make maybe I have something.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave you off with one question, and that question is: has Murda ever come around to ask you for money?
Morda, but
Or have Morda? Sorry, or has
Murda.
Morda ever requested that you give her money? Have you ever given her any money?
No, she makes us a nice amount. And I would give it to her if she needed it, but she hasn't asked me.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Yeah, I hear a lot about.
Do you fancy the fawn woman?
No. I
You
hear. I've
certainly
been
ask
hearing
a
about
lot
her
of
a lot.
questions about her, though.
Well, I've been hearing a lot. I've been looking into this town a lot, and I've been hearing a lot about her. So
It's okay. She's a
before I
looker.
go-
You could definitely, if you're embarrassed or shy, it's fine.
no, I have my own. It's okay.
Oh, I see. You're committed.
But again, I'd like to do thorough checks. I want to make sure that everything is up to par, everything's going well, before I decide to live somewhere. I've done a lot. I've seen a lot.
Well, good luck to you. We'll always love new faces.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
You leave.
Sad,
Might
that
come back.
took like a whole 30 minutes.
No, I'm assuming that took longer.
Yeah.
But I have such a sad thought now. It's all like, yeah, she's stealing from these like vulnerable people, but she's also probably their one spark of joy, too. That makes me so sad.
You know what makes it sadder is that potentially she's twisting their perspectives to make it that way. I don't know. I relay the conversation and how it went out, and I said, I'll say to the party, not like at least this guy has no recollection of giving her money of any kind, nor has he given her any.
Has Thomas
But as
responded?
as you and I saw, they gave money.
Thomas has
And they
responded to your
definitely didn't spend enough time to have a full session of tea, so...
Thomas did respond to your magical hooker.
I said he's
message.
a magical hooker and he shouldn't live here.
He first responds by saying, okay, well, I asked about the fawn woman to the leasing office, and they said that she's wonderful, that she's here. Her name's Morda. Magical hook. She's a hooker. I don't really. It's not.
He's gonna make me send another freaking spell.
It's not legal in certain cities, but it's not. It's an old profession, so I'm not gonna harm her for it.
What's he saying?
A lot of bullshit. 1 second. Thomas, get your ass out here. We need to talk about this. I'm tired of wasting magic.
How many spells have you gone through?
4.
Vera, tell them that they should check their coffers.
I didn't finish my spell, but
Okay.
Droll, why the hell does he need to check his she's messing with people's minds and stuff. Just get out of here. I'm tired of this.
Okay. Well, you wait for Thomas. He gets out, and you see that the retail agent sort of like, "Are you sure? Let's how about that? We'll make a conversation later." And Thomas is like, "Yeah, we'll schedule something."
Dinner. Just tell him we have to go to dinner.
Dinner. What happened? Magical hooker? What's happening?
I don't know if she's a hooker. She's seen me, and I talked to her.
What's happening?
Wait. She's been going around to everybody's houses. Her little horns and her bell glows, and then they hand her money. But then we talk to them about it, and they don't know that they handed her money. So she's scamming all these people out of their retirement.
And we've seen her house. She's loaded. She has chests and bags of gold and fancy things in her house. And
Yeah, well, we followed her like you said. We probably shouldn't have because Sab got caught and then ended up with cookies in her pocket and didn't remember how she got from point A to point B. So
Adam, speaking of which, you want cookies?
don't eat them.
Oh, I was gonna take one.
I don't know what she did to them.
It's still weird that she would put cookies in my pocket and send me on my way. To
Maybe
my
she-
knowledge, I haven't been reported yet.
I mean, how could you report someone for giving you cookies?
I know. Why don't
No,
you give
it's she hasn't
Lila a
reported me
cookie?
for finding me in her house.
Oh, you went inside her house?
No. No, she did not.
I am very lost.
Yes.
Either way, I don't think it's safe for your parents to live there because she's taken advantage of the people here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, even if Leasing did like her, she could have probably wiped their memory.
Whew.
She said she goes into Varsal and she didn't want to tell me what she did. She said she provides services and she didn't want to tell me because I'm a quote-unquote guard.
I mean, is that such a thing as I get paid to go go give people good memories?
Okay.
All right. While this is happening,
I still
I'm
think
gonna
you
go to
should...
the next house.
Wait. I think you should
No,
ask Gina...
you take too long.
I think you should ask Gina Lee because she works in Varsal. Maybe
Well,
she heard of...
Main thing. All right, guys.
Oh,
I will not.
ooh.
I will tell my parents not to live here.
Hold on. Now we have a problem.
What's
No,
happening?
we're invested. We're invested now.
Boobs McGee
We're
in there
invested.
is over here brainwashing people out of their money.
If it isn't the bell, it's the chest. One of
Yeah.
those. All right.
I think it's the horns now.
Yeah, I don't know now.
I didn't hear no bell. I didn't see no chest.
Sab got jibbed.
So all right. Here. How long has it been since the training with
Oh, we can say that. So it's happened already.
Okay, cool. So it's been more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have my sending stone.
Yes, you do.
I will go ahead and call on Gina Lee,
Okay.
and I'll say, "Hey, do you know this person?
And describe her.
You describe her.
Name, description, tits, and all that jazz. The whole shebang."
She responds with, "Rolly, should I be like concerned or something?"
Yes. She's stealing money from people, and I need to bring her to justice.
Oh, I was mentioned because you mentioned the tits. That I was. Should I be concerned that you are looking somewhere? I'm getting mixing the voices up.
honey.
I
I was like, honey, no, it's
Like I can't
not
believe it.
that.
Like you're
Wait, do
looking
we
at.
hear her on speaker?
I don't know. Do you have her on speaker?
no.
Okay,
No, it's not that, honey. It's only you.
but you hear that.
The,
No,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
and really got in trouble.
I fucking hate you guys.
Maybe you
and
should.
I hope she hears that.
Maybe you should have omitted the tits part.
Maybe instead of saying tits, just say allure.
Hush! Let me finish my conversation.
all right. Just
Are you
Sorry.
speaking to Savannah and Vera?
Yes. Listen.
Tell
we're-
him I
we're-
said
we're
hi.
tell her we said
She
hi?
says hi.
Tell her we said hi and we're sorry.
Yeah, they say they say hi, and then also that they're
Why
sorry.
are they
got me into this
apologizing?
mess. They got me in this mess.
Looking at some other girl's tits?
No.
Oh my god. Oh no. I hate you guys. I hate you so much.
Rolly.
No, Gina. Look, I called you because I needed your help. Okay. We're in this town, and she's apparently the talk of the town, and a lot of people like her. But I saw her steal money from people, like literally use something magical or whatever to like get them to give her money. And
She says she works in Varsal. She does services.
yeah. She works in Varsal, but she doesn't want to say what she does because she says it's what?
Wait.
Beer, what was that line you said?
What'd she say?
Services.
No, but she said she didn't want to tell me because
Like they're unsavory or...
she said because they were unsavory.
Oh, because they were. Wait, isn't savory delicious?
Unsavory.
So that means not delicious?
Yeah.
I think she said unsavory. I'm sorry.
She also mentioned that everybody in town has to go to Varsal because there's nothing here.
Yeah, and I want to know if maybe you've heard about her or if you know anything up in the grapevine that might help us, because I know she's stealing money from them, and I've talked to some of these people and like she's stealing money from them
Or altering memories.
and possibly altering memories.
She goes quiet for a bit and goes, okay, like, I haven't seen this woman, but like, if she's doing business like in the outer rim of Varsal, then kind of like makes sense. There's like a lot of people. She's never shown up to like my shop, but I mean, I can ask the shipping department here, because they do a lot of shipments to like other like cities and stuff and villages.
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
And maybe she might have purchased something, because so the three of us have nailed it down to one of three things. It's either her boobs, it's either the little bell that she wears around her neck,
Click.
or it's her horns. Hello? Hello? Oh, must.
No, if you get
These stones need to be recharged.
Wait, Rolly, ask
What?
Julie where we can find the plant.
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, we should ask her
I'm
about
not
the
talking to
plant.
her. I don't know if they need to be recharged.
Take back the boobs, ask about the plant.
It's not working! It needs to be recharged!
I'm gonna spend another spell slot. Send a message.
I like that Amber's dying.
So laughing, Vera is trying to say a message to Gina Lee.
Okay.
Rolly loves nobody else but you.
Aw.
But
But
do you also happen to know what a hero wash plant is? Because we also are here for that, along with this crazy fawn lady.
you get a response in a very plain tone.
Oh, she
Uh,
mad.
You can find the hero wash plant where all kind of like major oak trees are. They're generally in the same vicinity. You can find them. They're bright purple.
Alright. So you know how she's normally bubbly when she sees this?
Huh?
Mm-mm.
Did you guys just get me in trouble?
Well, I think it's
Yeah, I
because you
think
kept
you-
saying boobs and tits a lot.
That's what we think is the thing!
Okay, Rolly, I know, is Gina Lee like your first serious
Oh
girlfriend?
my god, just get me in trouble with Gina?
I know
Okay,
you don't have
wait,
any
wait.
sisters.
Let me give
your
you-
mom wasn't
let me
around,
give
but
you a
you never
scenario.
learned to talk to
If Uthiel
The
cast me a
opposite
Stop
Send-
talking over one another.
ascending
Let-
message,
No, this is perfect. This is how it's
Oh,
actually
okay,
happening.
never mind.
in the
Everyone's
game.
talking over each other.
if Uthiel sent me a message and said, "Hey, I got in trouble with this chick with these boobs," I'd be a little pissed off because I'm assuming that's all he's looking at without properly taking in the situation.
But that's what I said. I said we thought that the magical thing she was using was either her boobs, the thing around her neck, or her horns.
She didn't hear
and then
past
I guess
boobs.
this.
Rolly, that implies that you were looking at their boobs. And some people are very sensitive about that.
I wasn't looking at her boobs. That's what we talked about. Jesus Christ! Or whatever deity you believe in.
It will blow over. I think she'll get over it.
No, you guys got me in this mess. You're getting me out.
I tried. You heard what I said.
Try harder.
And she got mad. I mean, she wasn't angry, but she just was
All right,
bubbly.
how far are we from Varsal?
Oh, like maybe a few hours, like maybe 5-hour walk.
Better question, what is Thomas doing looking at this site?
Thomas is just I want to say
here?
10 feet. Hold on,
Why
hold on.
did you want them to live here? What did they hear?
Let's take a step back real quick. I got multiple questions. First of all, Thomas is about 10 feet back, looking at you guys with widened eyes, going, like shaking a head like, I don't want to be here anymore.
This seems like some shit Torres would
You
get
then
into.
turn around, Vera, and ask your questions. Why do you want to live here? Why does your parents want to live here? And he literally goes, because it's nice and quiet.
Wait, did the hooker visit them too? I'm like really. How
Someone
does
tell them that? Like, why is it nice and quiet?
Yeah, how do they know? If it's not on a map, how do people keep getting here?
I mean, there's hardly any people here. It's just by word of mouth. She heard. My
Whose
parents
word?
heard it.
Her word?
I don't know. They just heard it from an old friend.
What old
What
friend?
old friend?
An old, like, family friend who does some traveling between here and Attagate.
She travels.
She didn't say Outgate, though.
Family
Still.
friend. I know it's not her.
How though? How do you really know?
How do I know? Because they just family friend. I grew up with this person.
Maybe you should go talk to her. Let me hold your stuff.
He gives you his stuff and he walks towards the
Okay,
her
we
house.
gotta all get the fuck out of sight. Hold on, we're gonna go.
I'm leaving now.
Queenie just is like hide behind somewhere.
He knocks on the door.
Gina Lee also said that plant we're looking for is near oak trees and it's purple.
Let's make sure Thomas doesn't die, and then we'll go for
Okay,
that.
well let's go hide behind a tree or something.
Hard to do.
Oh, with Rolly, yeah.
You see him knock on the door. She answers the door. There's an inaudible, like you can't hear it, inaudible discussion happening. He points to you all.
No!
Why did you send him to her? Who thought this was a good idea? Who?
Wait, I hope he's not telling her we think she's a hooker.
They start to walk towards you guys.
I think Mara's losing her shit. She's just like, I can't. Why are you
Um,
all stupid? She's just got her head buried in her shield. Like, I can't believe this.
You see her get close, and she goes, I don't understand what's going on. Your friend here told me that you had some, like, his parents were moving. He's the friend who's moving in, and that there were some concerns.
Listen, I'm just gonna ask her. All right, why are you taking other people's money and charming them?
She reaches for the bell and almost her chest, like,
Wait.
She puts a shield up.
she reaches for her chest, and like, oh my dear God, and kind of like,
She just does like Vera's like this.
I like that everyone does something.
Except Rolly.
Except Rolly. She goes, my goodness, I'm not stealing anyone's.
Then why do you do that glowy thing and they give you money and they don't remember they gave you money?
And she goes, you know what? You're right, I'm sorry.
That looks suspicious.
It is pretty suspicious. Tell you what,
I don't want to
wait right here. She goes back into the house, and a few minutes later, she comes back out with piles and piles of gold. And she goes, you're right. I've been doing wrong. You're a guard, and you found me out. I'll return all the money. Here you go.
So you were stealing money?
Wait.
I'm so sorry. Here you go. Here's the money. Feel free to return it if you wish. If you want, let me situate myself and I'll turn myself in.
Oh,
The hell? Zone
now
of
I
truth.
just feel bad. I'm confused.
I guess there's zone of truth.
I
That's
mean,
some
we
bullshit.
won't turn you in if you just stop, but I think the town enjoys you visiting them.
Okay, well, I definitely enjoy spending some time with them.
So why don't you
Not take
visit
their money.
them, but not take their money? You have plenty to live off of for a good amount of time.
You know, I
Off
feel
of their money.
I feel like that is a fair deal.
And if it's a matter of work, go to town. You have a pretty face. You sound smart. You can get a job. Someone here can help you hire you for something. They might willingly pay you for your time.
I don't like where this is going.
like this is sis.
I didn't say that.
I'm gonna say, for the convenience of time, because we're getting pretty late,
This is sis.
she agrees. She returns the money. Thomas decides not to send his parents here.
Good.
And you get yourself back to Varsal.
Do we at least find our plant?
You do find your plant.
Did we at least give the people back their money?
You do. You at
She
least
did it.
Yeah, you do. Well, you roll. You can definitely be there to supervise if you wish.
Can I be there with some form of ear protection?
Me?
I ain't getting charmed, dude. No.
Alright, I could give him.
No.
Yeah,
I
sure.
could give him enhance ability.
Sounds great. You give him enhance ability to make sure that he's not charmed. I'm not going to ask you to roll anything really. After the money has been given, you guys pick the plant and make your way back to Varsal. As you sit down, Thomas gives his goodbyes.
Sorry, Thomas.
You
Sorry,
check the plant.
Thomas.
The plant's no longer there.
Son of a bitch.
You check your bag, Savannah,
Mhm.
and the cookies are gone.
Okay.
That bitch.
And you guys are 200 gold lighter each.
That
Oh, no,
Bitch.
now I'm mad.
And the thought crosses your mind that from when you all first had a conversation with her, you were all modified.
Oh, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
And your
I knew
your bodies just took you back here, and you never picked up the plant.
I knew it.
Oh.
All right, I'm ready to hunt. Let's go.
No, it's not even worth it.
It's not even
worth
gonna
it.
be worth it, Rolly. Who's gonna save up again? Hey.
She has that whole
No,
freaking
no.
town
Hear me out. Hear
brainwashed.
me out. Maybe we
I'm listening.
explain that the big boob lady stole
No.
your money, and that Gina
No.
Lee will get mad and she'll
No.
do something about it.
Oh no, I'm about to go tell the Ravens Claw. It's like, hey, you know there's a whole town that's brainwashed with people?
Yes.
And we don't have in on this? We
Yes.
should probably go do something.
I am personally gonna march right back.
What are you gonna do? She's gonna
Rolly,
take your
Rolly,
whole bag.
stop.
All right.
She's gonna leap.
Rolly.
No. Give me your stuff.
Actually, no, that's a good idea. As I'm marching forward, I stop. Then I come back.
She's gonna leave you with nothing but cookies.
I like my axe. Never mind.
So what do you give everyone?
What do you give everyone?
What do you leave behind?
Rolly?
No, I'm saying like I
He said
march
never mind,
forward,
Renee.
like going, and then I never mind. I come back. I'm like, I like my axe.
There you go.
Never mind.
We rejoin our party a little bit gold, lighter. Definitely annoyed and
minus
pissed and confused.
Eagle's definitely
I'm
bruised
gonna-
right now.
You know, we fight a lich, guys, and we got bamboozled by some big boob fawn.
Dude,
I don't
dude,
know how
you
it
can
feels.
how to
By
find
horns and boobs.
memories. How do you like? There's a way, but it's hard.
Hold on, I'm gonna send my final message, which is probably like a 5th level slot now.
Mm-hmm.
Igno, we had the plant. We couldn't get the plant because we got bamboozled by some fawn with a glowing bell and a big rack. And I'm embarrassed. She modified our memory and controls the whole town. I don't know what the fuck.
You hear a sigh, and you just hear youth. Distracted by the pleasures of fat flesh.
No! That's not what this is about. You missed the whole part about controlling the town. And I think you hear Muri yelling, even though she knows she's not sending. She's just like, that's not what I was trying to drive home.
And that is where we're gonna end this group adventure. You guys wanted to do something. You wanted to do a friendly NPC quest, and that was one of it. So,
Damn you!
we will come back, join our party. Not next week, because I think next week is a holiday.
Yeah,
I
next
think
week's
we're gonna be back
Christmas.
after the 1st.
Yeah, we'll be back in January.
We'll be back in January.
The second week of January.
Where I'll have we have more. I think we have a few solo adventures for you guys still, and another group adventure. We'll see how that handles. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Check you later.
Bye. We're fucking idiots.
I think that's the hardest
God.
I've laughed on stream in a while.